Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I think I'm live. Can you guys hear me? Is the volume okay? I know the camera angle is kind of wonky, but hopefully that'll be okay. So I'm Marilyn. My channel's Making with Marilyn. If you happen to be new here, if not, thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see who is in here. So tonight I'm going to do some sublimation tumblers. I'm going to do 3 of those. And then I have some guests that are going to come on and we're going to do some bling. But I got an order for tumblers and I have 3 left to do. And I really should get them to the people tomorrow or Saturday, but I don't want to have to deal with it Saturday. So anyway, hey Unbiased, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. First here. Hey Up Design, thank you for being here. Rosin McElveen, hope you're doing well. Hey Penny. Hey Tina. Hey Lolita. Okay. Miss Quana, I hope I said that right. Okay, so you're talking about tumblers or bling. Which one are you excited to do? Hey Sandra. Hey D Smith. Hey Dana. Marlene. Hey Carrie. Hey Ethel. Oh, thanks Unbiased. You said hit the like button. Hey Jackie, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hey Patricia Chapman. Boyd Apparel and Designs. Karen D, happy Thursday to you. I love Thursdays because it means Friday is right around the corner. Boyd Apparel, I think I said your name already, but if not, Boyd Apparel, thank you so much for being here. Hey Jennifer. Hey Louise. Hey Arnique. I gotta get used to that name. Hey Tiana, hope you're doing well. Hey Raquel, Terry Hunt, Martha. Hey Stacy. Hey Merlinda. Hey Jessie. Hi Dee Dee, thanks for coming in. And then we have DB. Thank you guys for being here. All righty, Coreytown, Sherelle. Sorry, Cheryl, not Sherelle, Cheryl. I'm sorry about that. My mouth went before my brain engaged. That's what my dad always accused my brother of doing. Hey, Martin Jones. Hey, Mary Brown. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Willie. Hey to everyone that's coming in. If I missed you, Old School Music. Angel B. How are you, Angel B? The Pup Queen herself. Hey, Sharon. All right. Hey, Stephanie. Well, hey, Patrice. I'll be backstage in about 20 minutes. Cool beans. Cool beans. Okay. Hi, Kristen. All right. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so we can get started. I don't want to keep Patrice and my other guest waiting. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Renee. All right. Hey, Judy. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I love to do sublimation tumblers. And when I first started, I tried them in like a convection oven. You can do them really nicely in a convection oven. I didn't really know what I was doing. The first one I did, I burned it. It was kind of yellowish brown and it wasn't very vibrant. And so anyway, now when I'm doing tumblers, I pretty much always do them in a press. And so let me go ahead and add this other camera to the stage. So right over here is the press that I'm going to use tonight. This is an Enour brand, E-E-N-O-U-R. I have a link to it in the chat, or I'm sorry, in the video description. Got to stay focused. I'm doing a shirt later called Stay Focused. I need to stay focused. So this came with a hat press, and I was really surprised. Shortly before the video, I was getting ready to put my links up about an hour ago. And it is pretty pricey. Regularly it's $2.99 with this and the hat press, which I think the way prices have come down so much, I think that's way too much. But it did have I think it was $130. You know how they do on Amazon. It's kind of, the price is a little bit up and then they give you this coupon. So the coupon for it's for $130. Now they also have just the tumbler press itself, but it is a slightly different tumbler press. It's just shaped a little bit differently. It is shaped like a couple of others that I have that I use. And I was pretty amazed. It was like 127. And I think if that's the one I was looking at, for so many more hours, it was even less than that. Like you could get a coupon. Okay, so it was 127, usually 199, and then there was also a coupon on it. So it really made it affordable. If you're in the market, there is no pressure there. I would never want you to buy something that you don't need, that you don't want. But if you're in the market, check those out. They were really good prices. And then I'm going to use, these came from Hippo, and I bought them. I bought them off of Amazon. And so usually, I just opened a new box today that I bought. Usually I will put, let me get this back, on the top of my tumbler boxes, because notice Hippo didn't make it. They're distributing it from someone else. I don't know who makes it, but I like to put on the top. So H for Hippo, A for Alibaba, which I've used Alibaba too, and they were okay, but I have found that there's more flaws in those. And back when I started doing tumblers were expensive. Hey Marta, hey Tanya, hey Donzel. I don't know who else I've missed. Hey Sheila Cushionberry. But when I first started, tumblers were up in the range of $8 to $10, but that was really early on. Now, like these, if you buy the 8-pack, they were about $4.50, something like that a piece. And you have to watch, like, buy 8 for this or 12 for this or whatever. Don't always think that the ones that have more in them are going to be a better bargain, because sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. All right, so what I have done so far, I washed my hands right before I started, because I think that's really important so you don't get any oils or anything on your tumblers. You want the image to transfer this really well, and you don't want anything to block that. So, hey Sharon, and Sharon and Sharon back to back, welcome. So I'm already cleaned these with alcohol, and I have a 90% alcohol, and I think I just got it at Walmart, or I ordered it off of Amazon. I'm not sure, but it's really inexpensive. And then I just have it in this bottle that I got at the Dollar Tree quite some time ago. I've cleaned the other two, but I want you to see the full process. So I don't want to leave anything out. And so I'm going to go ahead and clean one of these. All right, just trying to see here. Hey, Lucille, thank you for being here. All right, I'm sorry for anyone I missed. I see Nini up there. Hey, Dana. All right, I'm going to scroll back down, because, Patrice's going to be here in 20 minutes. I got to do 3 tumblers. We got to go. Okay, so these Hippo ones, first of all, in the box were the packages of straws. So this particular one comes with a silver straw, a cleaning utensil, and then down inside here is a little rubber base or whatever that after you sublimate on it, you peel this 3M product off. I think it's 3M. And then just place it right there so that it doesn't bang on your table. It doesn't slide around or anything. But don't do that until you've sublimated it. All right, let's just move a lot of this out of the way. And then I want you to see everything. So I'm not even going to preheat the tumbler press or anything like that. We are going to do that together. And it heats up really quickly. So what I do is I just get a paper towel and I spray a little bit of alcohol on it. And then I just clean these. Now, not everybody does. And, people come out with beautiful tumblers. So is this necessary? Probably not, but sometimes I'm a little bit of an overkill person. So we're going to let that sit aside to dry. And I'm going to dry all of this, because you don't want any alcohol that got on your table to get on your paper. And the next step for me is going to be cutting my paper. So I dried it up, and I'm going to turn the little mat over. And this mat came with the press also. All right, so it's going to look backwards because, of course, with sublimation, you do print in the mirror image. Okay? Got home from taking granddaughter to have her EMG done. I hope everything went well with that, Sheila. I don't know what an EMG is, but it sounds like a medical procedure. So I hope it went well. Okay. So I printed this. It's going to vary on your tumbler brand. So you don't want to rely on these measurements. I printed this at 9.5 wide and 8.1 tall. And based upon the one that I did yesterday, 8.1 is maybe just a tad bit too tall, but I can easily cut off just a little bit, mainly at the bottom, and it's not going to make my image look bad. The other thing is, and I'll show you this in a minute, notice how this is the lighter side and this is the darker side. When I wrap it, if there's overlap, and I always have a little overlap, I like it that way. I want the darker side against the tumbler and the lighter side on top. I'm afraid if I put the lighter side down and the darker on top, some of that dark might come through and make the image look a little bit weird. All right. Oh. Wow. Hey, Kelly. All right. So the way I cut it, I used to use like this long time ago, a guillotine cutter. And then I started using one of the cutters, the Fisker cutters with the roll thing. And what I have found works the best for me, this is me, other people love to do it differently, is I like this kind of rotary cutter. So I'm going to hold my metal ruler down. And I'm just going to trim along there. And I like it where a tiny bit of the image comes off so that you know you're not going to have any white against your tumbler. Now, remember, this is going to be on top. So even if I had a tiny bit of white over here, it wouldn't be a big deal. Let's hope I didn't cut so much off that I have to reprint this. Now, this side, hopefully, am I going too fast, too slow, talking too much? Let me know. Hey, Michelle. This side's the side that's going down against the tumbler. And so I definitely don't want any white showing over here, because if you have a white strip against your tumbler, you are going to have a white strip on your tumbler. So let's see. Here's the darker end. You can see, you can see a little bit of black there. So then the next thing that I do is I go ahead and make sure that I didn't cut it too short, because if I did, this is waste, this is useless, and I have to reprint. So I'm going to wrap it around it, and that's great. There's a little bit of overlap, not a ton of overlap. Hey, Elena. Okay. I like that. Michelle's doing her Sheila Cushionberry in her Eve voice. That's funny. I love how Eve says it. Okay, so this is the top of my tumbler, and I like to have the top of the paper just almost even, tiny bit above the top of the tumbler. And so I don't want any white at the top either. And so then I'm just going to do another reality check, turn my tumbler upside down, have my print upside down, and then I'm going to look and see how much I have left that I can spare to cut off. And there is a little bit. I don't like much of the image to wrap under it, because when you're wrapping under it, that bottom side is beveled and the paper has to go somewhere. So it starts wrinkling in the bevel because there's less surface space. And so I would rather have the image stop where it starts to bevel under, even if it looks like maybe there's a tiny little bit of white at the very bottom. What I have found is when your tumbler is sitting down on the table or whatever, you don't see that white. You don't notice it. You see it, yes, you don't notice it. You don't think of it as a mistake. And then usually what I think is a smart thing to do, which I didn't do, is make sure this paper pulls away before moving your ruler, and I failed to do that. But that looks good. All right. Hey, Delonda. All righty, so here it is. It says Hayden number 50. Of course, it's going to look backwards, and it's not going to look as vibrant here as it will once it's on the tumbler. All right, so now I have my tumbler upside down. So I need to put my image upside down. And remember, I want the dark side against the tumbler and this side over the dark side. So I'm going to wrap it, make sure I have the correct side down, and then I'm going to place a little bit of overlap right there. Now the top is even, the bottom is tiny bit off, like there's a little bit more on this side than this side, but it's so small I can live with that. Now, one thing you will know about me if you watch my Tumblr videos is I love my tape. I use too much tape. I've had plenty of people tell me I use too much tape. But I had so many tumblers that I just really wasn't thrilled with. And then there's a guy that I didn't meet, but we say that I met through Patrice's YouTube channel. And his name is either Roy or Ray. I think it's Roy. But his channel is a lot about sublimation. And I followed the taping that he did because I just wasn't having super great results. Okay, so this is just about even with the top, but a tiny bit, just a tiny bit above the top. And that's exactly how I want it. Ray. Okay, Roy. Thanks, Martin. So at this point, hey, Bridget Porter, I'm going to take a long piece of tape. That was probably too long. And I'm going to put it on the side of the paper that is on top. And then I'm going to squeeze the paper together while I press it down with my thumb. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this down and inside my tumbler. Now I like it pretty even with the top so that you don't have to fold it over, because remember, when you fold, you get the wrinkles or the puckers or whatever. I like that, Geneva. I tape and more tape. Hey, Tamika. All right, so then what I do is I find the side of the paper that's on top. So it's this side on top. Well, usually I tape this first, but I'm on live, so I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, so I take it and I put it on that side. And then I am not going to pull super tight on this one. I need to back it up. I didn't get it very good. Okay, so the first piece of tape, I'm just going to put it around it, trying to have it be somewhat even with the top. And again, I'm not pulling this piece extremely tight. I don't like how my tape folded over. We're doing that over. Do over. Yes, Sheila, tape is cheap. Cheaper than a replacement tumbler. I agree. Dee, I like that. Yes, I know, Krista. And some people that use one piece of tape, theirs turn out great. Mine just did not. And so I use a lot of tape. And I don't care how many times people tell me I use too much tape. I'm still going to do it because it's worked for me. All right, so we have that fairly close to the top. What that does is it adds some stability to the paper so that on this next layer, when you pull it really tight, it's not causing the tape to shift or rotate. So this time, I'm going to pull this nice and tight because I want it to cause a little bit of a rebound effect. See how the tape is kind of in because it's tight, so it's stretched a little bit. And then I just go around the top. I won't put you guys through making 3 of these. That'd be too long. So I go around the top and I just fold it straight over. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put my tape down. Now this tape, during the heating process, it might lift on the inside, but that's okay. Then I'm going to look at the top and I'm going to look for any little gaps in the paper where it puckers a little bit. And I don't see any on this top one. Usually I see a couple. And then I'm just going to rub really nice and hard Thanks, Martha. I appreciate it. Hey, Yolanda. All right. One time my tape had tape. I know, Yolanda, my tape has tape here. All right, so now I did too long of a piece of tape again, but I don't care. And I want to make sure I find the top piece and put my tape down on that. And then before I let it attach to the other piece, I'm pushing with my thumb and pulling with my fingers that were over here. All right, so here's how it is on the bottom. So the bottom ends right at about where that bevel is. The bottom is, it is so hot in this room, I need to open my window more. I got up to 67 degrees here today. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, it was -3. So a 70-degree swing. You just never know what you get with Midwest weather. So I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm putting it fairly even with the top without, whoops, that went way above the top. Fairly even with the top without pulling it extremely hard. And you can tell I didn't pull it super hard because this is still straight. It's not puckering over yet. Again, that first layer of tape, as I understand it, he didn't really, as I recall, talk about it, but to me that adds the stability to your tape. Okay, now this time the top piece is here. You never want to pull against the top piece, you want to pull with it. So I have my tape about halfway above the tumbler, and now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around, press straight over. 39 degrees there right now. As hot as I am right now, it was 30 something this morning, and then it got up to 67, and my body doesn't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to look for a little thing like I'm talking about. And I see one. Let me get my little pointer. I don't have as cute a pointer as Yolanda. I'm going to get my little pointer. Right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right in there. I don't think you can see it. It's not really quite up against the tumbler really well. I see a few places. So I'm going to go around with this tool, which you can use whatever you have that's kind of rubbery. And I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and tight against the tumbler. And if you have any folds in the paper where it wants to kind of open up because of the fold, I'm going to try to get those out. Okay. So it was 80 here in your part of Texas today. So I was watching, I know her as Miss Becky and Laura. Let's see, Miss Gail was on there. Gail, who else was on there? But they were on live right before this. And was it Gail who said it was 90 degrees where she was today? Somebody, or maybe Laura, I don't know. Somebody said it was 90 degrees there. Like, huh. Hey, Naomi. All right, so this is my tumbler. Yes, it took a lot of tape and it took a lot of time, but that's just the way I do it. So the next step is we're going to go ahead and turn on this press. And there are two things about this press that I feel are minor downsides, very minor. It is still, for some reason, maybe because it's purple and not all those pink ones that I got, it is still for some reason my favorite press, even though all of my actual manual presses I love. And then I'm looking at the temperatures all over. So I love the manual presses. I'm going to show you one that I don't love. It's manual, but I don't love it. And I'll show you why. And then I have some of the auto presses. I've gotten good results with the auto presses with all the tape. My concern is an auto press has a motor. And that motor might run out. And then what do? You no longer have a working press. I'll grab that other press once we get this started heating up. Okay, so the two minor things that I don't like about this, or that I wish were slightly different, is this one. Let me move this up a little bit. This one, the way it's designed, this back piece right here it can go down and hit your table. Okay, I said it was minor. It is minor, but some of them you don't have to worry about scratching your table or anything because this isn't going to hit your table ever. This one, it can hit the table. So I just try to always make it where I'm not banging it against my table. And it opens plenty wide that you can put a tumbler in from the side. Now, they say, and I never used to do this, and I had people basically call me out that you need to show it the way it should be done to protect your machine. And that person was right. And so I don't really understand why this protects your machine. I used to heat it up with this just open. To me, that's not building up a lot of excess heat. But what the instructions for most of these say, hey, Uni, what the instructions for most of these say, hey, Patrice, she's not backstage yet, but if you want to wait, because listen to me blab on. Okay, most of them say heat it up with a tumbler inside of it. So I have this tumbler that I call it my heater tumbler, and I write on the box heater tumbler. I use it over and over and over and over. And so you want to put it in. First of all, let me put one of these in and show you. You want to make sure that your pressure is good. Mine is, because I use this already. Now, good pressure doesn't mean you're struggling a lot to close it. What I found when I used to do that is my tape would actually make an impression in the sublimation coating. You could see a little mark where the tape was. And so I don't set mine super, super tight. The other thing is, when it heats up, what I have found, because heat causes things to expand, what I have found is it's actually a little bit tighter once it's heated up than when it's cold. Okay, so I didn't show you something. We're going to close this, and I'm going to press on this end of the tumbler. It is not budging, so for me, that's good pressure. If I need to change it, I have these little handles, screw-in handle thingies that you tighten it up with. And I think it's important to make sure that it looks like it's about even, because since you can change the pressure on each side independently, I like to make sure they're about the same place. Okay. Now I can tell my heater tumbler because it looks terrible. That's my heater tumbler. That's my good tumbler. So I'm going to put my heater tumbler in there, and then I'm going to lift this up so you can see, or maybe, yeah, I'll just lift it up. Now let's try to do this. Let's try to do this. Okay, so that was one minor annoyance. I'll show you the other one when it happens, okay? So the little switch is on the side, little rocker switch. I'm going to turn it on. First it shows 400 because it'll go up to 400, and then it moves to preheating to the temperature that you've set it for. This one has 4 presets. I only use 2 of them. Preset 1 is 375 degrees for 50 seconds. I'll heat at 50, rotate it, heat at another 50. Preset 2 is 350 for 15 seconds, and that's what I use on the hat press when I'm using rhinestones on hats. So let me go ahead and put it back to 1, and I'll leave this under the camera just for a minute so that you can see it heats up pretty darn fast. Now, as it gets closer to its top temperature, to the upper end, it slows down a little bit, but it heats up pretty fast. Okay, so I have my heater tumbler in there. It's heating up. The next step is, where is my paper? So this is way too long, but this is the width of my butcher paper, which I actually have hanging on a kind of like a paper towel roll thing, but much wider, just a homemade one that we did. Someday I'm going to do a tour of this place, but it's got a few more projects to get done. So I use the butcher paper, and I like to start either with the seam facing me or away from me. For some reason, my brain tells me if I have the seam up and pressure is against the sides, my fear is this seam kind of lifts. I've seen most people do it seam up and they work fine. So I don't think it's going to matter if seam's up or to the back or to the front. To me, I feel like the best pressure is in the back and the front, and I like that against my seam. So that's just how I do it. You might have something that works better for you. Hey, Willette. Found tumblers you had forgot about. That's funny. I wish I did that. Found some I forgot. Hey, Starla. All right, so I can see through here that Hayden is actually showing up the correct way. That's good. Means I remembered to mirror it. So I'm going to have the seam toward me. And I have the opening of the tumbler to the right. Because halfway through, I'm going to open it. I'm going to turn it 180 degrees, and I'm going to close it back up. I like the opening on the right because I'm right-handed, and I can just reach in there with my glove and turn it. All right, we're up to 303 degrees. I'm going to grab a press and show you what I don't like about it. It's still a manual press, but I don't really like it. Okay, so let me go ahead and lift this back up. And we're up to 347, 48, 49. So it's going to be there here in just a minute. But let me set this up here and show you what I don't like about it. So it works well. It does a great job. Man, my face is red because I'm so hot. But so it puts out nice tumblers, but here's what I don't like about it. I don't like, let me get it back home some a little bit. I don't like this. Oh, shush. You're so loud. You are so loud. Okay. I don't like these types where you have to push this lever. I don't like them nearly as much as one that kind of clicks into place and then you just open it. Because what I have found was when I preheat it and then I get my tumbler in there, I am struggling to get it to close. And so if you have one of these, what I think is have the pressure just slightly looser than what you want it. Go ahead and close it and then go ahead and tighten it. And then when you're going to take it out, I was fighting because the pressure was so hard to get this to push in. So then what I found is, okay, go ahead and undo the pressure and then push this. So that's just my personal opinion is I would much rather have one with the handle that you open and close versus this little, whatever that's called, little lever. Okay, so Michelle, the green one, it's Go to Craft. And it does do nice tumblers, but, you know, we all have our little quirky pet peeves, and I just don't like that part of it. You got rid of yours, Betsy? Look at this shirt. So pretty. Okay, we're up to temperature. We have been for a little bit. What do you go to? You go to that press. So I'm going to go ahead, move this over. I have a ceramic tile down here on the floor that I'm just going to put my tumblers on as they come out. And so let's go ahead and get that heater tumbler out of there. Now with my computer here, I'm just going to shove it this way. All right, let's get rid of that. Now I don't need my glove yet. So once again, I have my seam. The way I like to do it, I have a seam toward me. And then I'm just going to slide it in here. I use this kind of like a paper cradle. Your hands aren't getting close to the heat. And then before I put it in place, I'm going to check both ends and make sure that it's well within where it needs to be. So the other, I'll show it to you next time because I'm going to have to press it again. But here's the other minor thing I don't like is you have to push enter. It doesn't just start automatically when you close it like some do. So you close it, you push enter, it counts down. Open it, take your tumbler out, well, don't take it out, rotate it, close it, hit enter to get to 50 again, and hit enter again to have it count down. Not that big of a deal, but some tumbler presses, when you close them, they just start counting down, and so your timing is going to be exact. For some reason, though, still, for some reason, I love this tumbler press. But to be fair, I haven't used the others since I got it, so maybe I'll do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open it, and then let's go ahead and move this up. I'm just going to reach in here and turn it so that the seam is at the back. It's still pretty centered, and we're going to close it up again. So I have to push enter to get it to 50 and enter to get it to count down. And then close here. Okay, what are we talking about? Sandra's talking about something. So Michelle, if you were talking about the green one, it's what I said, go to sub or whatever it was. This one is Enur, the name is right here. And I have links to 2 Enur presses in the video description if you're interested. This one is a tumbler hat combo press. The other one is just a tumbler press. And I have not used their one that's just a tumbler press. It's shaped a little bit differently, but works much in the very same fashion. Okay, Sandra, an enclosed heat press. Okay. So that one's done. I'm going to set it over here to cool off some. And then I will just maybe going to do one more until Patrice gets on here, because I'm going to turn it off because I don't want you to leave the heat on for a long time. You haven't seen one like the green one? Yeah, like I said, it does a nice job. I just don't like that lever thing. All right, so I have my other ones already pre-cut. So we'll just keep working until Patrice gets here. This one I left a little bit of white on the bottom because the bottom curls under the bevel and you're not going to see it anyway. Now, I do think I probably should have made this one a tiny bit. I'm going to hold off on this one. I may reprint this because that one I got a little bit scissor or cutter happy and made it slightly shorter than what I would have liked to. So once again, I'm going to put the dark side down. Hey, Brandy. And where'd my tape go? Where'd my tape go? I'm going to put it back here. And we will just tape this up. And then while it's heating up in the press, I'll go ahead and unwrap the other one. Okay, I want to make sure this meets together at the top. I want to make sure I have the dark side against the tumbler. I know you can't see anything, so let me move my camera. And I'm just going to repeat what I said earlier. Cake Pop Maker has a lever thing. I'm not a fan of the whole lever thing on that either. Yeah. All right, so I want to make sure that this goes at least to the top, and it does. Let's see. So, Sandra, so you're talking about something new then, if you're talking about it hasn't gone in the Kickstarter program yet, and it's some type of enclosed heat press. So, what's the name of it? Tell us more. It sounds intriguing. Not that I need a heat press. I'd like to have a bigger heat press because mine, the one I had before I got the HTV Ront was a 15 by 15. And I'd really like to have a 20 by, is that what I want? 16 by 20 or 16 by 24. It's not like I would use it a ton. It's just something I'd like to get. And I've been eyeballing one on Amazon for a long time. It's a fancier studio, so it's an affordable one. It's not very expensive. That's the brand that Patrice has. But it has a rollout. They have one with the rollout tray and one without the rollout drawer tray, whatever it's called. and for maybe $30 more, you get the rollout thingy. So I would get the slide out thing. Okay, let's see if she's telling us anything more about it. What do you think about the 8-in-1 presses? So for Z's Farm, my little inexpensive 15 by 15, I mean, it's not little, 15 by 15 will do just most things you want to do. Well, depending upon what you want to do. It was an inexpensive one off of Amazon, one that is probably, I'm sure, manufactured in China, and then there's probably 30 companies that use the same one and put their own name on it. And it was, I don't know that it had 8 attachments, it had 5, 6, somewhere in that. And I used the hat press on it once, but I never used the plate press or the, I can't even remember, mug press. It had a mug press. It had a lot of different presses. And I used the coffee mug press once or twice. I think I even did a video on it. And I used the hat press once or twice. And it is efficient that you don't have separate presses, but I did not like taking the things off and on to do the different things. I was being lazy. So I think in concept it's good, but I don't use any of the other attachments. Does anyone in here, anybody in the chat, do you use your different attachments? Or are they like me and they're just like paperweights? But, you know, it used to be when you bought those inexpensive presses off of Amazon, most of them came with a bunch of different attachments. All right, one more end here. Okay, so Kristen uses hers. It looks like she does utilize some of the different attachments. Crafting is my business, said I used to. Now, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, mine was a really inexpensive press. And so my thought was, I really don't know what I'm doing with any of this stuff. I mean, I was brand new to sublimation, heat transfer vinyl, all that. And so to me, it was like, whoa, for one low price, I'm getting all of them. And that's not a bad way to start. But I do like to be able to just pull out either my little handheld hat press or even my bigger hat press, which isn't very heavy, and use those instead of changing things out. Crafting is my business. Adrienne, you want a new one too? Hey, Dorica. So, Dorica, you say you have 8 and you use 2 of them. What 2 do you like to use? So then, I see Patrice in the background. She's shaking her head at me, everybody. Patrice, I'll come get you here in a minute, okay? She's like, no, hurry, no. Okay. So before I turn it on y'all, make sure you're ready. Because she's got like face mask on and she's got like her curlers in her hair. I don't think she wants to come on like that. Patrice, are you going to come on like that tonight? Oh, she's such a mess. I'll bet by the time she gets on here, she'll look perfect. Over there doing her makeup, she just gets all beautified. Hey, Jumps Backstage. I'll be with you too. So can you two see each other? You can't see each other, can you? Okay. All right, so there we go. We're going to cook this one while we unwrap the other one. We're going to turn it back on, and it should be close to the right temperature. So I'm not going to put my heater tumbler in there. I'm just going to leave it open like I used to do. So, okay, so Dorica she uses the 20-ounce tumbler and the coffee mug attachments. All right, so we're up to 265, 66, 67. It's going fast. We're not going to put the heater tumbler in there. Now, this is really not hot at all. Not at all. So while that's heating up, let's go ahead and open it. And let's do this. So let me know, do you like seeing a little bit of different things like this on lives too? Or, you know I love bling, so I was going to do bling tonight. But I had to get these done. And I thought, you know, some people might actually like to see the process in real time versus a condensed 15-minute video. And I really did kind of want to talk about my thoughts on the different types of tea presses or tumbler presses. Thanks, Tionda. Press for Christmas and haven't tried it yet. The plate attachment. I know, the plate attachment. Thank you. Okay. Crafting is a never-ending rabbit hole. It sure is. Okay. All right. So it looks like people like to do all of this too. Okay, I'm going to use the same piece of paper because, okay, I didn't even tell you the type of paper I use. This is HTB Run. I love HTB Run. It's not very expensive. It does not bleed through the back of it. And even though it doesn't bleed through the back of it, I do everything to protect my presses. So I still put this butcher paper around it. And it also kind of helps me just keep my hands safe. All right. So remember, I have to hit enter to get it to start counting down. Okay. Thanks, Denise. Okay. So we can mix a little bling and some other things, and you guys like it. This is a little nerve-wracking doing this on live, although I don't know why it wouldn't look great, but it's nerve-wracking doing this on live. As I was talking about earlier, my first several tumblers, I just was like, why? Well, at that time, so I bought my first tumbler press, and it was about $300 or a little over $300. Now, you know, you find them for $100 and something. But sorry, I forgot that was even in there. Good thing it has an alarm. Okay, I'm gonna put this seam to the back, make sure it looks fairly centered. It looks pretty good. Close that up. Hit enter to get it to 50 and enter for it to count down. Thanks, Karen. So I spent over $300 for my first tumbler press. I know it was at least $300. And ooh. Okay. Let's see. Let me hold it up to this one. I just gotta watch the time here. So I got my first one. It was over $300, and my first 5 or 6 were tragic. Okay, so there is Hayden's. And what I did is, there's a seam. And I'll show you in this top camera so you can see the top and the bottom and the seam, because I want you to see it exactly as it is. I don't want to hide anything. Okay, let's turn this off, and I'll do my last one after I get off live. Or once we start blinging, if I get my shirt done quicker than we do. So I was upset that I spent that much money and my tumblers weren't really, really nice. And so I was happy over time to find what worked for me. And that's what you have to do. Just find what works for you. Okay, I've often said this top camera, it desaturates things. So hopefully in the front camera you saw this is nice and bright and vivid. See how bright it is? It's beautiful. In this camera it doesn't look that great. But let me show you this top, the top seam. And if you think you see any white up there, it's probably the light glaring. But as I turn it, if you see white, you notice as it turns, there's no white where you think you see white. That's just the way cameras work. And this one little thing right here, that's actually orange. It's in the design. Okay, there's the back seam. It's not a hidden seam. Now remember I said I don't mind a small ring of white around the bottom. Now, these lighter spots there, those are in the design as well. But see if it's like that, you barely see that white ring. And this looks great. If I set it on my table, oops, this is how people see it. And you don't see the white ring. So anyway, that's my little tumbler tutorial for the evening. Now we're going to move on to bling. Okay, Patrice, you have all that makeup on you and your hair rollers out and everything that you were doing to get ready? Because I'm getting ready to bring you guys in. Oh, she walked back in the room. She must have gone and finished. Yeah, she's gonna be like, you're a hot mess. What are you doing saying that stuff? All right, after stage. Hello.
Hey there, Bear.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Thank you. I was saying earlier, I love Thursdays because, thanks, Edna, because tomorrow's Friday.
I know.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, look at Jolanda. She said, that's me, Hayden D. Oh, I don't have this camera on anymore. So, see how it came out, Patrice?
I love it. It looks so good.
Thanks. So, I got the image off of Creative Fabrica, and then I just put the name on it, put an offset around the name, tilted it, and then I wanted the offset on the number to be a little bit smaller so it didn't look so matchy-matchy. So that was truly by design. I know I'm not a great designer, but that was by design. So anyway, yeah. And so I don't know what people sell these for, but I priced mine at $22 is what I priced them for this order.
Okay.
And, you know, I spent the tumblers now that I buy are $5 or less. So, I don't know. What is that? $17?
Profit. Yeah, that's not bad.
For a little bit of paper, a little bit of ink.
I heard you say like how the prices of the tumblers have gone down a lot, and they have because the prices were really high at one time.
They were. I'm trying to get Demps in here. I was like, wait a minute, Demps. Hey. Look at you.
Hey, Dempsey Boo.
Look at that dirt. Is that Violet Volcano?
No, this is Blue Flame.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that looks so good.
Gorgeous.
I know.
What color was your outline?
Gold Sapphire, Metalite.
Oh, well, that's a good combination. It looks great.
Yeah.
It does.
So,
you're making me want to go get a black shirt because I'm doing a purple shirt tonight.
Oh, nothing's wrong with your purple shirt.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? How you doing, Patrice?
I'm doing really good, Dempsey Boo. And let me just let you know, this is for you and Delonda. Y'all gotta come on here with the matching earrings, the earrings to match the bling and all of that, like every single time.
Yes.
Y'all cute. I love it. And like, and when you turn, you see the purple. It looks so good.
Yeah, see, that's the look I was going for.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have earrings on at least, Patrice. I need to up my game.
Start
wearing earrings, start wearing my rings, start painting these fingernails.
I can't leave the house without earrings. I have to have something, some studs, hoops, or something.
So EJ's daughter said she wants those earrings. Hey, Blue Lotus Vibes.
Ew. Somebody's
I
asking.
can see the chat.
What design are you talking about? The design that I have on, this is a Crafting with Delonda original. The design that Dims has on, that is a Dims design original.
And I'm going to do that tonight.
And Marilyn has on a Maryland's merch design original.
There. Is it showing up on camera? I don't feel like the relax shows up very well.
It looks good. It's showing up. It looks good.
Well, while you guys get started, I'm going to just take my time and open up this one. open up this tumbler.
I was trying to bring in my other camera, but it won't connect to the internet. I don't know what's going on. But it's so
That's
trying to be fancy. I'm trying to pull up so I can see the chat.
right, Donzel. I need to upgrade my game. It's terrible on.
Okay. Oh Lord,
I
have
think I told you guys, you're going to be surprised one day when I come on and my nails are actually painted. It'll
mine
be
are not painted. They're not
Yours aren't.
painted, so you're not alone.
It will literally, it'll be less than 10 times since I got married over 30 years ago that I've painted my nails when I do it. I'm going to do it.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Isn't that awful?
No.
No, but no, it's not. It's
It's
you.
not awful at all. Maybe you don't like polish.
Well, I
Right.
like it. It's just,
The gel polish lasts longer.
does it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this
Can't even
off.
see the comments. I want to see the comments. I can't see the comments or nothing.
You can't.
Hey, everybody in the chat, I cannot see the comments, so I can't make that.
You have your, oops, that is me. Have your phone here?
I like that.
Phone
That looks
ears,
good, Marilyn.
patents, and the back. Whoops, I'm going cockeyed there. Let's see. Let's get back where it's supposed to be. But anyway, I think they turned out great.
Yes, that looks really good.
The seams look excellent.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks great, Mirror Beer.
Great.
I haven't turned my sublimation printer on in 2 months.
You need to do that.
It's right there looking at it's on, but I haven't printed. It's on. Can y'all be having your head looking like it's crooked? You gotta turn your head to the side.
Thank you. Thanks,
So
everybody.
I have already picked out my colors. I am on top of things. Shirt, everything.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what y'all make.
I'm organized.
Yeah.
What I didn't get done that I wish I would have gotten done is to make an actual thumbnail. But I've been, ever since I got home from work, I've been working on getting the other names on the tumblers, cutting out the rhinestone flock, and boy, did I make a mistake on the rhinestone flock.
Oh no.
What happened?
So, you know that newer ultra sticky flock that they've used road tar on is only
I
11
thought
inches wide?
yes.
I didn't remember that. So, a little bit of my design got cut off. But
Oh no.
I had enough of the design that the last ones I'll hand play. So I was like, I'm not gonna cut more flock because this is very, very usable.
So I go ahead. Go ahead,
So
Hannah.
that's it.
Well, I have been turning my flock turning it the longer way across. So instead of, yeah, you know what I mean. But I'm trying to make sure knowing that the flock is shorter now, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do my designs within the confines of the new size
Yeah.
of the flock in consideration for that. Because, yeah, I almost forgot one time too, and I was cut right onto my cutting mat.
I would have had enough room. I just probably had my flock over a little bit further one way, so the other side got cut off. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. And then I thought I was being smart, and whoops, I increased my pressure a little bit. You know what? If it
Did it cut through?
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
Right.
So I used to use a pressure of 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a test cut with 45, and I could tell that it was too much for the backing. So I bumped it down to 43, thinking, oh, that'll be fine. It's only 3 points higher or whatever. So in one part of my design, it cut through.
It cut straight through.
The backing. So I had to peel all
Wow.
that and all the little white dots from the back off one by one.
Oh no.
But see, all I'm missing is this little bit right here.
Oh, that's nice.
And
you gonna put the stones in?
Yeah. and then this little bit over here. So rather than recut, I could have just recut one little strip there. I thought I can do all that by hand. That's not a big deal. And so that's what I'm going to do. That is exactly what
I wish I could see the chat. Let me get my laptop because I want to see the chat.
Oh, because you're going to get off the screen if you try to look at it.
Yeah,
You might. Do somebody have? Oh, you're not going to connect it though?
No, I'm just going to pull it up to see the comments.
Okay.
So somebody asked about whether or not there's a new design premiering tonight. The design that Marilyn is going to be doing is Dim's Stay Focused design. Dims, are you doing the Stay Focused design too?
Yes.
Dims
I'm doing, how many shirts y'all doing?
Dims is also doing the Stay Focused design. I am not blinging tonight. I'm just here to hang out with Marilyn and Dims. That's all I'm doing. And also somebody asked what this is. This is DTF. So this isn't printable vinyl, it's DTF.
Oh, I thought that was sublimation.
It's DTF.
Wow.
So I'm going to do one shirt. But if you want to do a second one, I can do my last tumbler while you do your second one.
Okay.
So we'll play it by ear.
So my first one, I'm going to do Marilyn's Cozy Season. And then I'm going to do my Stay Focused.
Yes, Brandy.
Too much pressure.
Unfortunately, I had too much pressure, and so it cut through a little bit of the backing. And when it cuts through a little bit of the backing, the backing under those circles stays put. It doesn't peel up. So it stays put. So that was too much pressure. Now here's the thing though, like I use a Romeo, Caesar Romeo. Patrice, did you use a Romeo a lot? Unlike a cricket, where you put your blade, I mean, you don't adjust the height of your blade in a cricket. It's just in the housing where it is. And a Caesar, you have to make a judgment call on how far out that little blade should be. So my pressure of 40, if somebody else's blade is further up in, might be equivalent to somebody else's pressure of 60. And so that's one little thing that you cannot rely on somebody else's pressure, especially, I mean, you never can because blades are duller than other blades and all that. But especially with this type of machine where you're setting your own blade depth, you can't rely on other people's settings. All righty. So Jesse says, Patrice, that you sound a little bit low. Or he's asking if other people think you sound kind of low.
I probably do. I have Brody going in the background.
Ooh.
Brody is over there working.
What's Brody working on?
Some patches. I'm trying to get some last minute patches done for the bling boxes.
Oh, good.
So that's probably why. Maybe I have noise cancellation on my phone. I don't know.
So, why my face is red. I have Patrice's store linked. I have Dempsey's store linked. I have my store linked. I have the Rhinestones Eve's store linked. I didn't link Craft the Bling box.
Don't worry, it's okay.
So I'll go back and put that in. But Sheila, do you want to add the Patrice's bling boxes into the chat? And then Patrice, for anyone that might be new here, well, let me ask, is there anybody new that hasn't seen us bling before? Either any of us, Demps, Patrice, or I. If there is, we'll talk a little bit more about the bling. If not, we'll just keep talking about the Craft Bling box and what we're doing. So let us know. Thanks, Sheila.
I'm going to cut out, since I can't just sit here and watch y'all bling, I can't do anything. I'm actually going to cut out Yolanda's latest design too.
Oh, good.
Because I haven't cut it out yet, so I'm going to cut it out. Uh-oh, I heard my trim. I haven't cut it out yet, and so I need to cut it and bring something to it.
What'd you say? You heard your what?
The trim on the machine.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Sheila.
I'll worry about it later.
Marilyn, see if you can pull my other camera in. I don't know if it's gonna
All
stay.
right. Do
So
you
let's-
have earbuds or anything plugged in it so it won't?
Oh, hold on.
Let me see if it's gonna echo.
No earbuds.
Okay. Are we echoing?
Are we echoing?
I don't think we're echoing. I don't see anything on the other camera though.
I hear an echo.
Yeah. Oh wait, because did I turn the camera on? Yeah, it's not connecting. I don't know. I don't know. It says I'm in the show. I can see it on my end. Is it there now?
I have
That's
it
so weird.
and I see Dempsey's Bling table where you type that into StreamYard, but I don't. There's nothing.
But it's not showing up. Okay.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
it
Do
says
you have the
having
camera
trouble.
turned on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It says having trouble connecting. It's the connection. It's so weird.
Hey,
I'll
Linda.
just use this camera. Hmm?
Oh, I was saying hey, Linda. Okay, so Elevate Artistry. This is a little scraper tool. It really isn't anything you need for tumblers. Like I could take the hard part of the scissors, and I'm not going to rub hard on this because it hasn't been used yet. And I could use that and rub down the paper onto the tumbler. So this is just a scraper tool, but anything with something like a hard plastic or other things even would work. Your fingers even work. It's just, to me, it's just easier to use something like my yellow thingy. Okay, let's see.
That's so weird. It works, but until I try to connect to StreamYard, it stops.
Okay, well, I decided that I was going to use Violet Volcano, and I'm putting it on a purple shirt, but so that it shows up really well. For the outline, I'm going to use good old-fashioned crystal. Not Labrador, crystal.
I'm shocked.
I know. I almost brought Labrador in here. And this, I'll use something else.
And I'm using Labrador.
Delonda can't wait to see what kind of, well, that's not what she said. She's curious to see what colors you'll use. Me too. I'm always curious because she does great color combinations.
I do great combinations with SS6 design.
Oh.
FYI.
So I'm using Labrador for my outline.
Do it in SS6 and she'll come up with a great color combination.
Yep.
Oh, it's because you're the opposite of me. Like, I only have, for the most part, SS10s. So my big selection of either crystal or crystal AB in the SS6s doesn't cut it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm pulling up the chat so I can say hey to everyone. Hey, everybody.
She said her eyeballs rolled all the way to the back of her head.
Oh, we're not rolling eyebrows tonight. We're not doing that.
Oh. Harbor Freight has some low-cost scraper tools and dental tools for weeding. Who was I watching that they said that a weeding tool was their favorite? Oh, it was a lady. I was watching her do some resin stuff. And her favorite weeding tool is a dental tool.
Mm.
I have a couple
Similar.
of those. When I ordered some vinyl from Amazon, they send the little demo too. Wow, what color is that again, Marilyn?
This is just crystal.
Wow, it's so blingy.
It almost looks like it has a purple tint, but it's probably the back of them. The back is gray.
Yeah, I'm using Labrador.
More of a blue-based gray than a whatever grays can be.
Tomorrow's Friday. You guys are going to be ending your work week. I'll be starting mine on Saturday.
What colors are you using tonight, Dimps?
So for the outline of cozy in the word season, I'm using Labrador.
I thought you were doing your own design.
I am. I'm doing it after this.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm doing it after this.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Can you start over because I didn't
No,
listen?
it's fine.
Once I heard that word, I was like, wait a minute. My ears, my brain shut off my ears.
So I'm doing Labrador for the outline, and then for the top part of cozy, I am doing aqua chrome, and then for the bottom of cozy, I'm doing jet AB. I've never used jet
Ooh.
AB, so
Oh, my
I haven't
goodness.
used aqua chrome either. So I want to see how those two colors play off of each other with the blues.
So at the Bling Fest, do you remember Angel B's shirt? It was,
Which one? That
I
shirt.
think it was Black Diamond AB, and it was so gorgeous. The colors were so gorgeous, and I'll bet Jet AB will probably have a similar, just maybe a more
I
opaque,
wonder
similar.
if it was jet AB that she used.
I don't know. She was in here earlier, but since she has a little bitty wee one in the house now, she might be busy.
So those are the colors to this shirt. I think they're gonna be super cute, and I'm putting them on like I don't even know what color the shirt is. It's like a jean bluish color, but it's a different color that I've never used before.
Okay, so Stephanie
Hey, Miss
said,
Stephanie.
no, it wasn't Stephanie who said that. It was funny. EJ Star said, Stephanie Calloway, it's her own design. Stay focused. It's like, is
Oh
it
yeah, Miss
design
Stephanie.
and stay focused? Or EJ Star, are you telling her to stay focused?
Oh my God! I almost dropped my transfer tape. So you wanna be careful not
Linda,
to drop your tape on the design.
Linda said she loves your shirt, Patrice. Man, Demps, those rhinestones now at that angle are gorgeous. The shirt
Wow,
you have on.
yeah. And this is blue flame. Blue flame yarn.
It's really, really pretty. I have green flame in a regular size. I think I have a little chip of blue flame.
I have green flame as well.
I
I like
wonder
the way green
how with
flame is.
this. I'll stick with my violet volcano though. Maybe
Don't change your mind.
I'll use
Don't
blue
change your mind.
next time maybe, because I'm doing another design, not tonight, but I have another design I'm going to do. I might come on live sometime this weekend and do it. And
I'll be there
it's Patrice's design. Thank you.
in the clouds, in the bushes.
Patrice,
So,
go ahead. You go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, you know, when Eve was telling us about putting the flock in the freezer once you
Yeah.
put when you put it in there, just don't forget it's in there, okay? 'Cause I think I left my template in there for like 2 days. It was in the freezer.
For some reason, I
Uh,
feel like, she was saying that for a while. And then I felt like she said she decided it didn't really work. I don't know.
it really it was okay, but the stone still kind of gets stuck on the flock, and it's because of the string. But I
Yeah.
mean, I have patience. It doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
It
The,
only bothers me when you have to keep trying to pick it up off of the when it's just super stuck.
Mhm.
But
Michelle,
Michelle said I
I
have
have
zero
zero
flame.
flame. And Gail's magenta was just delivered. That magenta is sweet. Oh my word. So pretty.
Yeah, that magenta. Gorgeous. I'm using a piece of old transfer tape, so y'all, the struggle is going to be real.
Since I have to pull the stones up out of the road tar, I will probably use a new piece.
I was calling it rat trap glue.
Oh yes, yeah, that's a better description.
But that's exactly what it is.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. If anybody sees they have little mice or rats in their house and they don't have any of the true rat paper or mouse paper, whatever it's called, just peel the back off some of this and put it down. Hollywood. Can you repeat what Eve said? Uh-oh. Where's Eve?
What part? I think they're talking about, you said something about the
Oh,
stones.
okay. So I think that Eve had said put the sticky stuff. Was it after you cut it? No, before you cut it. No, after you cut it, but before you peel it off. She was saying put in the freezer for, I think, maybe 15 minutes or something. And she was seeing some improvement with that. And I thought maybe she decided it wasn't as great of a solution as she first thought, but I could be wrong. She may still use that as her solution, but she probably just uses purple flock.
Yeah, I think that's what she said. I think she said it wasn't as great. At first, it seemed promising, and then maybe I think that's what she said.
Okay.
Oh, see, I was putting mine in after I cut.
Yes, after you cut, but before you peel. I said it wrong
Okay.
the first time. Oh, darn, LaShonda. I was really thinking today, hoping that they had changed it or they had gotten a different distributor or their distributor changed the formula. But,
Oh, no.
no.
I just got some flock. No, hopefully.
Okay, Gail did say that she said that the freezer technique was a no-go after all.
Oh, I'm turning on my heat press, y'all. Turn your heat press on, Marilyn.
Trace, is your heat press on?
I forgot. I forgot that I decided to bling something. I need to.
Oh my God.
Patrice,
I need to move all the trash off of the heat press now.
Stay focused. Oh, that's funny. Has school been like it's a full moon every day out there too, Patrice?
Yes. Yes.
I think it just seems like Christmas break just ended, but spring break's already, less than a month. Well, ours is less than a month away. Ours is 2 weeks before yours. Ours is the 11th through the whatever that Friday would be.
So we are going to the 25th.
I think that's when Patrice goes too.
At the end of that last week of March.
And
Do I have any plans for spring break?
kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of minor plans. We're gonna go to this thing called Jeep Jam. I think it's called Jeep Jam, and it's down near Jasper, Arkansas. But we'll only be there for like 2 days, so I'm looking forward to being at home and getting to be able to do some things at home. But Patrice, what are you up to over spring break?
Nothing. I really didn't plan anything for spring break.
Was it spring break when you went with your friends to New Orleans a couple years ago?
No, that was summer. We went.
That was
the Essence Festival.
Yeah, last spring break we went to Key West.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like hanging out with them this spring break. I don't want to.
Well, dang.
She's like, I already see Terrell enough between school and practicabilities.
Yes. I've had enough. So it's all good.
How about your teacher friend, female friend, who had started dating someone?
Oh, Flippy?
Yeah. Well,
I don't even want. I'm not even gonna hang out with Flippy. Flippy's the female version of Terrell.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Marilyn, your laugh is so contagious. I
it's
love when
too
you laugh.
loud.
Make
It
me
is
laugh.
just
No, it's not. No, it's
too loud.
not. No, it is not. It's cute. Now,
Create
this little piece of
ocean.
transfer tape is too, I think it's too short. Oh my gosh, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Elevate artistry. Are you talking about the shirt that I'm wearing? Probably. If so, I'm just going to assume that you are. Oh yeah, we'll be having fun. Okay, so Elena also says dental tools are great for weeding and jewelry making. Hey Valerie. Valerie says hi guys.
Hey Valerie.
So in my shirt, I gotta remember
Hey
these
Elena.
were the chromes. So this was, I'm just gonna stand up. Blue chrome. Is that what it's called, or is it called turquoise chrome? No, it's aqua chrome.
Aqua Chrome. That's what I'm using.
Aqua chrome, green chrome, and then everything else is Arm Dorado AB. And it's not considered a chrome, but to me it mimics a chrome. I think it looks good with the chromes.
Yeah, it looks good. I love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and press my shirt and then fill in later. I think that'll be the easiest thing to do.
Uh-oh. What's that sound? Is that a
I don't
good
know.
sound?
Sounds like my tumbler press.
It has one more thing to do, and it won't.
Okay, I gotta go open my window a little bit more. I am just really, really hot. And I'm not bragging.
Oh, Marilyn, you hot tonight, girl.
Ain't she, Patrice? She is on it tonight. She got all the puns tonight. Oh
Marilyn
my
said
goodness.
Patrice is backstage with her bonnet on and her. She's trying to do her makeup with her curlers and all types of stuff. I was like, Marilyn, look at you.
I said you had curlers in your hair and you had face mask rubbed all over your face,
You
and
make me
you
seem
were.
like I was looking like Mama's Family.
What else
Like Carol Burnett.
Oh yeah. And was Valerie Lawrence? No, Vicki Lawrence on that too.
Vicki Lawrence was on there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Marilyn.
It's the only time I could get away with giving you a heck. Yeah, I read my face.
Only way you can get away with being slick.
And you couldn't get back at me. Not yet. I knew when you came on and there was a chance. But by then you had forgot about it, so I was safe.
Yep. You were safe, Marilyn. You're always safe.
I think we might go to South Carolina. I'm not sure.
Nice. Is that where you went when you jumped out of that plane?
Yes.
That's what
My sister lives up there.
I was so nervous.
And I had such a good time.
Then Rachel went and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Unbiased.
Might need to check and see if they have any opening weekend.
Patrice, you're not gonna jump out of a plane, are you?
No, that's not really for me.
Tim did it, but there is no way I would do it. And I mean, I like roller coasters, and I did one thing called a sky coaster where you're basically swinging back and forth freely, like you're in these harness things, and they winch you up to this top thing, and then you have to pull this cord, and you just swing back and forth in the open air. I like a lot of that stuff, but there is no way.
No, I love roller coasters.
Which machine are you cutting with, Patrice? It sounds fast.
Romeo.
Okay.
But I had to cut it again because I had a slight hiccup. I had to cut it again. I forgot to. I have the flock on the roll.
Uh-huh.
And so when you have it on the roll, you have to make sure that it's loose enough so that when it's going through, it doesn't drag it. Because if it drags it, then your cut's going to be off and it's going to cut on top of each other.
No parachute. Oh, yeah, funny. I have a parachute. I would do that too.
Naomi said after she had her heart surgery, the doctor said there's two things you can't do. One was to no skydiving and no bungee jumping. Told her, don't worry, neither was ever on my list. Jesse likes roller coasters. Oh, Martin wants to parachute. No. Exactly.
Zip lining.
Exactly, Kristen. Perfectly good plane. Why are you getting out of it?
Martin Jones. Why was someone that? It was fun. It was fun. I think my heat press is ready. Don't take long really for it.
I've done zip lining. I really, really enjoyed zip lining.
No, I haven't done that.
Well, if you can jump out of a plane, you'd have a ball zip lining. It might be too calm for you though if you jump out of airplane. Oh, I couldn't do that one either.
What?
Hang gliding.
Hang gliding. Oh,
in
wow.
Australia.
Jet skiing. I like jet skiing.
Yeah, jet skiing. I like that.
I think I'm just an adrenaline junkie. Oh, you got a purple shirt. I'm going to press mine too. Patrice, hold the chat down, Patrice.
Kristen says her feet are staying on the ground. So, Dee Dee, I think the Cameo 4's easy too, though. I mean, I like the Cameo 4. As for so I haven't ventured enough into Romeo because the Cricut to me is so easy to use that I use the Romeo for my flock, but I haven't used it for anything else yet. I need to be hanging out and really working along while Delonda's doing her Romeo Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sharon Davenport says if she was meant to fly outside the plane, she'd have wings. Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure that I could do that one elevator. I mean, I've been in Arkansas where you're going over some pretty big valleys and through what they call the Arkansas mountains, but
I wanted to bungee jump Grand Canyon.
No.
Yes. Why? Why you do that?
Oh, this is good. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
I can't bungee jump. It's just one string holding you on for dear life. I know it's not a string, but you know what I mean. No, if you don't have to pay it, like I don't pay a Cricut monthly fee. I don't pay a Romeo monthly fee, whatever the designs are called. I don't pay any of those monthly fees. I just do my own designs. Yeah. Now, Romeo does have some nice upgrades if you do, but I haven't used my Romeo other than for flock. So to me, there's no need to do that. Delon wants to know, Demps, do you also eat Church's chicken?
Churchy's chicken?
Is there something wrong with Church's chicken?
Who asked that? Delonda? Yes, I eat Churchy's chicken when I can find one. We don't have one in our town anymore. Yes, you get about 2 whole chickens for about $4.
From where?
For how much? For 20?
For about $4. 2 big
Oh,
chickens.
about $4.
You get a lot of chicken, in other words. You get a lot of chicken.
We love Popeyes, but I don't even know.
Popeye's too rich for my blood. Ooh,
Well, yeah,
Popeye's so
kind of
expensive.
pricey. I'm not
I
sure we
used to go
have
there.
chicken around here.
Now, Delonda, do you eat Bojangles? That is the nastiest chicken I ever had in my life.
Trying to
Bojangles.
think of the new place that we ate at. So when we were traveling through Fayetteville, Arkansas, 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was we went camping, we ran through a place that was supposedly a lot like Popeye's chicken. But like Popeye's chicken has salads and all kinds of stuff. And this really was mainly just chicken. I don't remember the name of the place, but it was good. But I don't think it was Bojangles.
Ooh, Bojangles is overrated to me. I didn't like it at all. And I found myself to be a chicken connoisseur.
I think I told you before that we have a lot of chicken houses around here. But they are Italian based. And so like the sides are spaghetti. Not sorry,
Hey, Elena.
German based and Italian based. And so honestly, I don't even know because they serve spaghetti. I think they're Italian based, but for some reason they serve German pizza and German coleslaw. I don't really know. I moved here,
Ooh,
not from
coming
here.
out super cute.
What are you looking at? She says she hasn't had Bojangles, but she wouldn't eat churches.
Yeah, I used to eat churches a lot when it was in my town, but I haven't had churches in over
Sphinx chicken. I've never heard of that one.
churches.
No, Sphinx. Something called Sphinx chicken.
Oh, I've had Sphinx chicken before. Sphinx is a gas station,
Oh, okay.
but I only ate it not knowing it was a gas station
Oh,
from a gas station because I don't eat gas station food,
Michelle
and I
asked,
didn't know.
doesn't churches sell chicken backs? So the place I was talking about, Tim went out, one of the places, though, so the chicken house is closest to our house, like 7 miles out in the country. And Tim went out there earlier this week to get chicken, and we usually just get a family size so that you get a lot of it. And yep, the thing that was left in the bag was 2 backs that nobody wanted.
Mhm.
There's like 1 bite of meat on a back.
Chicken back gonna make you have big back, but
Maybe I need to be on a chicken back diet. I got some weird flavors I mixed in with my violet volcano somehow.
I want to stop eating meat. I'm going to be a pescatarian. We only eat seafood.
So you'll eat fish and that, yeah.
Yeah.
You like salmon?
Oh, I love salmon. Oh my gosh, this came out super cute.
You're done already?
Oh, let me slow down.
You fast? Oh my goodness, mine is still cutting out.
Aww.
Okay.
Sharon says the Popeyes there is terrible.
Oh no.
Okay, this is driving me crazy that I cannot
Popeyes
remember.
used to be good. Can't remember
What the name of that dang chicken place was.
Was it Guthrie's?
No.
Anybody else has a Guthrie's near them?
Do they have those in Georgia?
Chicken place we ate
Yeah.
in.
I might have had that before.
There's one in Tallahassee, but we don't have one here anymore.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Bye. It was Raisin Cane's.
Oh, we have one of those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, he helped you? Is he watching?
Do what?
Who told you raise it? Oh, it must be in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat because I'm at the heat.
Oh, no.
Raisin Canes. Yeah, I've had Raisin Canes. Ooh, this blue is so super cute.
Popeyes near Elena's house was shut down due to furry, unpaid employees and non-paying customers.
Mm.
Church's peppers, like just raw peppers, or are they some type of stuffed peppers? What are these peppers? Oh, Karen likes canes. Sharon likes canes. Oh.
We're gonna show at the end, right?
Yeah, but you can show.
I'll wait to the end. It's so cute.
You're gonna make us live in suspense.
Yes. Now my next shirt, I'm doing my Stay Focused design, and I am just going to use Crystal Golden, my favorite.
When you use
Crystal Golden and Candy Apple on a red shirt.
On a red shirt? Oh, that sounds like that's pretty.
And I'm just using random combinations that I'm putting these together just to see.
Mrs. JB, yeah, it wasn't very spicy, but for me, like, I can't do spice. I can barely tolerate salt. It just.
Oh, I don't do spicy.
It's just a weird thing that happens with me. So anyway, so I actually enjoyed that it wasn't spicy, but I'm surprised they don't have an alternate type. Like, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can get, and Popeyes, you can get regular, you can get
spicy.
Original, spicy.
Yeah.
What about PDQ? Y'all go there?
What is it?
It's a restaurant called PDQ.
Never heard of it.
We have PDQs here. I've never been to a PDQ though.
I think I've been once. Me too, Michelle. That's a great idea.
What was her idea?
She said she's been trying to stop eating fast food and processed food.
Mm-hmm.
I saved so much money this week because I have not been out to any fast food.
Yeah. Yeah, Gail, I can imagine. I mean, if I were in your situation, I probably wouldn't even trust family and friends to be able to make the food that I can eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you had Slim Chicken? Hey, Miss JB.
I haven't heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Jesse said we're naming places he's never heard of too. Oh no, Renee went to KFC once and got food poisoning, so never been back. Does anyone have a Ooh Wee Wings? Never heard of it. Rob didn't like eating out. Definitely less expensive to eat at home.
Ooh, this crystal golden is blinging. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out.
Your crystal golden's almost out. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I use it so much.
No.
I have multiple chips. I should use that one. I have like 4 pieces of transfer tape just like stuck to my table.
That's what I do. They're just
falling off
on the ends of the table.
Yeah.
Hey, Viola Floyd.
Hey, Viola. Hey,
and I saw Miss Carol Coleman in here, and happy belated birthday, Miss Carol Coleman. Was the 21st.
Happy birthday, Miss Carol.
Yes.
I know I saw her earlier. I forgot to tell her.
I need to plug up my mobile device. I went down to 41. So
Jesse, do you live in a remote area kind of like me where we have pretty much nothing to even hear of? Avery said, "What planet are you on?" But we're in such a small area other than driving through places. There's not a lot around here.
Okay, you asked what Patrice is doing some patches as well. She's cutting out fluff also.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, let me turn on my other camera.
So my ability to brush in stones has regressed. I used to do a better job.
Why are you doing it too much, or what's the problem?
No, I don't know. So now I tried a few times to get them in. It's like, yeah, I'll just lay them down by hand. No big deal.
Oh. I really wish they wouldn't change it.
Brookshire Brothers chicken tastes like someone's grandmother's cooking the chicken in a cast iron skillet after shaking in a brown paper bag with flour seed. Yum! We do have this one place around here. I don't even know if it's still open. Now, y'all know I come from the sticks. So, it is called Chicken and Pickin'. Like I said, I don't even know if it's still open. It's way out in the country, and it's a very, very, very musical family. And so they're playing guitar, they're playing violins, they're playing, literally the grandma is playing harmonica. She'll come up and make a little appearance with the harmonica. And tour buses, like people like my age that go on the gray hair tour buses, stop in there and eat there. I don't know if it's open. It was featured in a magazine, but it's called Chicken and Pickin'. And it was your pan-fried, like what was that Sharon talking about it? Pan-fried chicken, not just, deep fried chicken. So good. I only went there once. Took my mom.
I try to go to.
What?
I try to go to different restaurants when I go out of town. I don't like to go to chain restaurants. I try to go to,
right,
hometown restaurants.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you go there, they play music, you eat. It was just good old-fashioned cooking. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Sandra said Coretta posted a new rhinestone template in Etsy.
Yes, she did. I need to cut it out. It's gorgeous. She did a very good job. Hey, Coretta.
So one thing after I retired that I really wanted to do was move back. So we moved here from Wichita, which is, it's by a lot of standards, a small city. But I don't know if it's 300,000 or what. So, a good sized place.
That's small? That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people, but compared to like where Patrice is from, the greater metro area down there is who knows how big, but
way too big.
So it was a good sized city, but not humongous. They had plenty to do and plenty of restaurants, all that good stuff. So I was really, 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 after I retire, want to move back there. And Tim only has to work a year and a half past when I have to work. He's a little younger than I am. And the other day, he said he loves his job. He loves the guys he works with. So he said he thinks he'll go ahead and work till he's 65. So I was like, well, there goes another, I don't know. He just turned 60 in October. So there goes a few more years that I'm in the middle
I'll
of
be working until I'm 90.
90. Oh.
What made you want to be a teacher or work with it?
What made me want to be a teacher?
Yeah, what?
So when I was, 20 and in college, I just always wanted to be in some type of
Oh my goodness.
helping profession.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I went into. And then I changed careers after a little bit. And I did that until the kids were born. And let's see, my son was probably 4 or 5. Okay, so when he turned 4, I started working part-time for a little while. When he turned 5, I'm sorry. And then before I quit working full-time, I decided I wanted to go back and get my counseling degree to work in a school in the counseling. So I don't know, I just always wanted to do something around people and in a helping type career. I couldn't be a nurse because I'm a wimp when it comes to blood and all that stuff.
That's what I wanted to be, a nurse.
Yeah.
I went to school a little bit and I took a break. I was supposed to be taking a semester off and I just never.
Brandy says, y'all talking about food now? The gut box. Never heard of that.
Gut box, that's Guthrie's. That's the nickname for Guthrie.
It's
So
the
somebody knew what I'm talking about.
EJ's daughter, you have family that lives in Wichita? Yeah. I really, really enjoyed living there. But whatever.
Are y'all going to Heat Transfer Warehouse Senior year?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I might not get invited.
Uh-oh. Really, you know they love you.
I don't really.
Patrice is taking the time for a moment of prayer.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were frozen.
Oh.
You were so still.
Oh.
Oh, you're burning.
I told y'all I'm working.
I see.
I got work to do.
You were so still. I was like, I thought you were.
EJ's daughter said it's never too late, Dimps.
That's Elevate.
Yeah. What did I say?
Thank
I said
you.
EJ's daughter, didn't I? I was probably.
I know that E threw you off.
Yeah, hey, Miss Joy. I was not staying focused.
Ooh, this candy apple is so.
And candy apple is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, has anybody cut out a template on their Romeo or Juliet and it cut out the previous file that you had?
No.
I heard somebody say that. I heard somebody say that in the video. I don't know whose video.
I have not had that happen.
Well, it just happened to me. I thought I was cutting out Chosen, but it was cutting out my bling box design. And I was wondering why it was going so long because I had it set up to cut out like 5 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
At a time. So I'm like, why is it going so long? Because it's not a huge design. So.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
So how does that happen? How do you prevent that from happening?
I don't know. So it was cutting out it at first, but remember I told y'all that I had it rolled too tight on the roll.
Right.
So I put it back through because it sliced in between the design, so I put it back through. But when I put it back through, I think I don't think I pressed go from the software. I think I pressed it from the actual machine. And so when I pressed go, I think maybe it just picked up the one before that one.
Ms. Jazzy Charles said it happened to her the first time she used it.
Yeah, I don't know. Nonetheless.
So does it happen when the software's still up? Like, had you closed your software down and
no, it's still up. No, it's still the software's still open.
Okay.
So now I just went ahead and cut it again with the software though, like from the software.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, because now you're wasting material.
I'm gonna say that flock is expensive.
Yeah, I'll probably give away the template, whatever template that cut. I'll put it away tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's
maybe I won't.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't. Never mind.
You changed your mind real quick.
No, I would, but I just don't think it would be fair for people who purchase the bling boxes for me to give away the template.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I mean, I would, but I just don't think it would be fair.
Yeah, that's exclusive to... Man, this lays down there perfectly, Dimps.
Thank you.
Other than the part I cut away. So I think I'll go ahead and... Do I want to do the outline or do those? I'll just wait.
I did the outline first.
Somebody in one of my lives said that you can adjust the coloring on the webcam. I need to figure out how to do that. It's just a little $35 webcam. And there's like no buttons on it or anything really. Maybe when I installed it, because I probably had to install it using some software. Maybe I can adjust it in there.
So, Patricia, that is a great idea. Miss Joy, I don't check my emails often. So if it's not like a business type of email, if I'm so far behind in emails, I know that I'm not going to be able to check it, but you can send an email to patrice@craftable.things.com. If it's something that you can ask me in the Facebook group, you probably get an answer better there as opposed to my email.
Oh no, Miss Jazzy G said she cut a snowflake in her flock.
Is it about bling boxes or is it about what is it in reference to? And that way I could tell you which email to send it to. Oh no. I would be so upset. So, Dempsey.
Yeah.
You went to work yesterday.
I did.
You know I saw your text message last night, like in the middle of the night.
Oh, you know I was probably still up.
Did you say you worked yesterday?
I did on my day off. I'm going in tomorrow too.
Are you trading today?
What? No, one of my coworkers has been out ill.
Oh.
My work bestie has been out ill. I've been beside myself at work. You know how you have that one person that you just gotta work with that you can't, really work with nobody else.
Yeah.
So she's been out ill, so we've been covering her shift. But tomorrow I'm covering for somebody who's off during the week. But then Saturday is going to be my regular work. And I'm going in the morning. I don't know about 8 or 9 o'clock whenever I get. They told me to just, it's bad when they're like, just come whenever you can.
Oh, nice. I want a job where you can do that. No, actually, if I had a job where they said come in when you want, I'd get there at like 1 in the afternoon, then I'd be working till 10 at night. Because I'm not very disciplined when it comes to that kind of thing. I have to have my rules.
Oh, I like that tone on tone. That's so pretty.
Thanks, Renee. So, but it's weird because it really doesn't look this color at all. This makes it look blue, like a blue shirt and such. It's still tone on tone. It has that pretty look. But
I like it.
Thanks. I should either figure out how to change the coloring on this or break down and buy a more than a $35 one.
I'm doing tone on tone too, Marilyn.
Are you? What colors are you doing?
I'm doing a red shirt and I'm using crystal golden and then candy apple.
I remember you saying that earlier.
Thank you for.
So I'm laying these stones down by hand, but even when I do that, I like to put a piece of tape over it. That way they don't shift. Thanks, Alita. That's right, Michelle. That means they appreciate anything that she can do to come in and help cover.
Yeah. I got Associate of the Month too.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I did. I got Associate of the Month.
Aww. So Dimps, Dee Dee was asking about the colors in the shirt that you have on. I remember it was Blue Flame. I don't remember what else it was.
It's blue flame and gold sapphire for the outline.
Okay.
Blue flame and gold sapphire.
It feels weird to sit down on a live, but doing the tumblers is just a lot easier to sit down. So Donzel, the design that I'm doing tonight, that is Dimps' design. If you're talking about that. If you're talking about the one on my shirt, then that one is my design. And then sometime this weekend, I'm going to make Patrice's newest design. So pretty.
Yes, I need to cut hers out. I need to. One day last week, I spent a day just cutting templates out, and I'm like, I still didn't put them all. So
Okay, so Elevate Artistry is asking about the flock. So the new flock is only 11.5 inches wide, which is why mine cut off. I wasn't too worried about it because it was showing that it was easily fitting within 12 by 12. And so I didn't really pay too much attention about where I had it on the flock. And I had my flock over a little bit too much, so it got cut off in the 11.5 inch flock. So Dimps was talking about if you cut a longer roll, a longer piece off the roll and then turn it sideways, you can get the full 12 inches. Is that what you were meaning, Dimps?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. This is super nice.
Okay, Donzel.
I got me some red chuck tails I'm gonna wear with this. Okay, we showing now?
Yeah, let me make you big.
Okay, this is the first shirt I made.
You've already made 2 shirts. I haven't even made one.
You did make one. What do you mean?
I'm in the process of making it.
Okay. So this is the first shirt. I'm not sure what color this shirt is. Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh, my
That
hair looks
black
pretty. I don't know what to.
AB.
Let's see Dempsey, boo. I didn't see it.
Let me give you a little.
Oh, that looks so good. Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
Yes,
That's beautiful.
yes. Oh, I love this. So I use Labrador for the outline. The top is aqua chrome, and the bottom is jet AB.
That looks so
That's
good.
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
Gorgeous. I love it.
Yes.
And those stones are sparkling and dancing.
And this is
Mhm.
Marilyn's design, Cozy Season. It is in her shop, Marilyn's Merc, short for Mercantile. It goes
Right.
to grandmother's store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, and this is a V-neck. And this shirt actually came from $1.25 Tree.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. Wow.
And the size is XXL 18. This is a kid's XXL, which I can fit a kid's X.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So our Dollar Tree store does carry more kids shirts than adult shirts,
Mm-hmm.
but and I've bought some when I, find some nice ones, but they just don't have much.
Yeah, ours is pretty good. I go Dollar Tree hopping.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next shirt, y'all, is my Stay Focused design. And
Oh,
Oh,
that
on
looks
a
so good.
red shirt.
love it.
And I use Crystal Golden for the outline and Candy Apple for the inside.
That's
That looks good
Super
on the red
cute.
dress.
pretty. So
Yeah. Don't it
pretty.
look good? It's
It
sure.
looks
Yeah.
Oh my
really
God.
good.
Crystal Golden.
Yeah, I love that.
I love Crystal Golden. That's a color we don't use that often. I think I've seen Marilyn's use it. I think I've seen Delonda use it. But look
I
at,
might
oh
have
my,
used it on one of my cozy shirts.
yeah, I love Crystal Golden. And I purchased it just so I can have like all the colors. And I
Mm-hmm.
tried it. I said, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I love this color.
That looks really good
Yeah.
on that shirt.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Hey, go Marilyn.
All right. You want to
Let's
be
see your
walking?
shirt, Marilyn. Marilyn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you still
gotta
put stones?
finish
Oh.
hand placing the rest of these crystal stones.
Oh.
Well, Marilyn, my template
Oh,
is
you went
almost
ahead
cut
and
out.
press. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Your
I see
template,
what you
what?
mean.
It's almost cut out. It's
All
only three
right.
parts.
Awesome.
So I'm
Well, while
almost
you brush it in, I'll make my tumbler and then I'll be done with my tumblers.
perfect. Because
Yeah.
Dempsey's like a quick blinger.
She
She
Let me
is.
tell y'all.
yes.
I have my templates laid out and I have the color rhinestones that I was going to use for each one. I
Mm.
even wrote my colors down. Like I did not want to be in a disarray over here tonight. I was ready.
Well, I did all that too, and you still did two shirts in the time I'm doing one.
Exactly.
What did I do with
Marilyn.
that little sheet?
I'm trying to be a
Too
medium
slow.
blinger now.
Aw.
I
I
can't
may
wait to
not
see your
have
patches,
stones
Patrice.
exactly where the holes would be, but it looks good.
That looks really good. I love this tone on tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so do I. I
And I
love
really
tone
want to go
tone.
get a pink. So I decided to use pink. I don't know why. I'm using rose and magenta together.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
pretty.
that
So
sounds pretty.
now I want to go get a pink shirt. But
Do you
no.
have the pink shirt in your house?
I do. I have a pink hoodie, but I don't know if I want to put it on a hoodie.
Gotcha.
It's like, oh my goodness! Don't tell me this did the wrong thing again. No, it is. If I did the wrong thing, it's not meant to be.
Did you cut the right one out this time? Did it cut right, Patrice?
Yeah, it cut right. It did.
Good.
Okay.
It did a good thing. And most of the holes came out, so that's perfect. Perfect.
Have y'all thought about doing any designs with other size rhinestones?
I accidentally did SS6 on my spring design.
I saw a design and they had like, it says 6, 10, 16. They had like all the rhinestone
Was
sizes.
that on Creative Fabrica?
It was on Creative Fabric. I think I saw one on Etsy one time too.
Okay.
If you ever looking, go Mary. I'm sorry, Mary Bear.
I've seen some on Creative Fabrica, but I don't want to buy that many different stone sizes, and I don't want to have that many different, layers.
Right.
But
Yeah, true.
if you ever look on the Silhouette Studio store, that's all they have. They have a lot of multiple sizes. Yeah, a lot.
I love that, Marilyn.
Really?
Wow.
No full template.
I love it.
I love that. Like, I don't know which one I like better. Both of your shirts look amazing with the colors.
It looks awesome.
So somebody was wearing this for state testing. Was that you, Patrice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I give the ACT next Tuesday.
Good idea.
Yeah.
So Patrice, what were you getting ready to say when I cut you off?
Huh?
What were you getting ready to say when I cut you off?
I don't remember. But I was something.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
It's tone on tone night. Tiana said it's tone on tone night. AKA get that pink shirt.
Thank you, guys.
That shirt looks really good, Marilyn. What color is that again so I can write it down?
So it was basic, your plain crystal for the outline, and then violet volcano inside. Thank you, everybody. Ha,
I wrote that down.
Teresa, if you put your hand out, she has a pink shirt she can hand to you.
Oh my, that's funny. That's so pretty.
Yeah, so if you weren't in earlier, I do have Demps's store linked in the video description, and that's where that Stay Focused design is, Worthy from the Womb, and then she has a cross. Does it say believe, or what does it say?
Blinking Believer.
Okay. And then I have Patrice's store linked, and I have Eve's Rhinestone store linked, and then I have my Etsy store linked, and then I have a couple of tumbler presses linked, and I think the tumblers.
Barely got all the things linked.
All the things.
Oh, girl.
My linkings, got things cut out, have things picked out, just didn't have time to do a nice thumbnail.
It's okay. You update thumbnails all the time.
That's right. Okay. Let's see. Get my wrap it first. So I feel like I should reprint this. I don't know.
Is it too short?
I feel like it's just a tiny bit. Yes, I feel like it's a tiny bit too short. And this piece of paper was 5 cents, and the tumbler is $4.54.
You don't have a smaller tumbler that you can put it on? This is for an
order, and so all the same. Yeah, they're all the same.
What about a mouse pad? I don't like the waste stuff. I always find something to do.
I can keep that true and put it on something like that. Even a puzzle. I could put that on a puzzle.
Yeah, puzzle. Use it for video content or something.
Yeah.
Instead of trashing it.
I'll keep it. All right. So do I have that design on this computer or my other computer? I think it's on this one.
Even the microfiber tower, the ones you get from Dollar Tree.
Well, that would be cute. Yeah.
Like a beginner video and to show what you can use for like testing sublimation.
And she's an athlete. She could take it to her things and wipe her face with.
And then you might get some orders for those.
Then she'll play softball this spring, so that's a good idea. Okay, so I think LaShonda was asked about your colors again, and thank you.
Me?
Nope, Geneva was asking about. Geneva was asking, and
What
then
is the color of
thanks,
your shirt
LaShonda.
you have?
Thanks, Miss Joy. Thanks, Monica.
Thank you, LaShonda. And this is SS10 on my shirt as well as.
Thank you, Brandy. Thanks, Vanetta. Okay, so I don't store paper in my sublimation printer either. I just feed it in a sheet at a time.
Yeah, I do the same.
It gets like not right now, but in the summer and the spring it'll be so humid here that I think it's probably a better way to keep them in the packing. And then like even inside the package, they're in a little plastic thing, so that helps keep them nice.
Ate already, but I'm hungry.
What'd you have for dinner?
So some mashed potatoes, green beans, and some
And some what?
baked chicken.
Baked chicken.
Baked chicken breast.
I was starving, so I came on at 6:30 my time, and it's like 6:21 my time, and I'm really, really hungry. So I got one piece of bread, some lunch meat, shove that in there, a little bit of mayonnaise, and then folded over, ate that. So I'm still kind of hungry.
Fold it over. You didn't use 2 pieces of bread?
I usually do, but I wanted to eat that and then brush my teeth and comb my hair and get upstairs. So, Miss Joy, I have never done a full epoxy tumbler. Now, it's not this one. My other Rhinestone tumbler, I did seal the bottom with epoxy, but I've never done a full tumbler. You have Patrice, haven't you?
Yeah, I actually love doing them. I just don't have time to do them. I'm a little impatient these days.
I've never.
Patrice, are you in your focused era?
Yeah. 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 I'm brushing in the template that I'm using.
Jolanda, she's focusing on your template.
Chosen template. It's the latest in her series.
So what is the next word, Jolanda? And does that come out this weekend?
Is the next word strong?
Maybe. Is she going down in that order on the shirt? Because I have a shirt. I've made the shirt. Sheila, that's funny. Okay. Oh, I never printed it. What am I doing?
You know what made me afraid to try the epoxy tumblers?
Bailey.
When I first got on here, I was looking at videos on how to do tumblers.
Oh, yeah?
And you don't mind if I mention another content creator, do you, man?
No, not unless you say their colors come out a lot better than mine.
It's her name is Auntie K. I think that's her name. She did a video on the effects of the epoxy, what it had on, what the effects did.
Oh, so you're talking about epoxy tumblers, not tumblers. Okay.
No, yeah, and I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
What? So,
Auntie, yes.
yeah, so that really, I never wanted to do tumblers after seeing her video. I was like, oh gosh, that sounds scary.
Well, I think when people first started doing that, and
they weren't being safe.
It wasn't realized by the masses how it can be harmful. But wear your mask and all that good stuff. Now, like, I don't really enjoy cutting acrylic, even with my mask. Like I have, it's in here somewhere. I have my mask And I still don't really enjoy cutting acrylic on the laser because I smell it so much.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Okay, Sunday. So Delonda's next one will come out on Sunday.
And it's strong, right? She say
Yeah.
strong? I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the smell of acrylic is strong. So Delonda, is the next word strong? Linda used to do epoxy tumblers.
But you know what epoxy is DTF now, because that's what everybody says about DTF too. Like how DTF
girl,
like
I
DTF is
don't.
the new DTF.
If
like
I'm
getting
doing mud,
epoxy.
I do wear the mask, but I don't ever smell anything really with the DTF.
Yeah. But I know sometimes I can smell it, but it depends on if you're doing it in a ventilated area, because when I do it in school, like when I have it, you can smell it.
Oh yeah.
And then Terrell has a DTF printer, and you can like smell. He's like, and he can't smell anything. So I don't. He's like, oh my goodness. He was like, I could smell that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when you first get a heat press or a sublimation tumbler press or any of those, it really stinks because I don't know what you're burning off. It's not necessarily the sublimation ink. It's just that the press stinks when you heat it up the first couple of times.
I never wanted to try epoxy. That stuff is. I mean, it looks nice when people do it.
I made a tumbler turner. I made a video doing it, and I was going to do the epoxy tumblers, and then I started reading all that. I was like, okay, maybe I won't do that. Yeah, Linda, I'd love to hear how the Crystal-Lac, like the Crystal-Lac, because I've heard it's safer. I don't know if it flows as nicely or anything like that. Oh, that's good. Good idea, Delonda. She has 2 air purifiers in her craft room. So the oven, like the sublimation oven, makes the odor worse.
I've seen people make nice tumblers with the Mod Podge. Mod Podge. No G.
It's okay. Maji Podgy, we don't care.
I've seen nice tumblers with Mod.
Okay, so Delonda, you like to cure yours under your HTV run. That's how I used to do it, but like the DTF oven that I has this filter in it, and I never really smell it. Now, if I'm doing sublimation and my son is here, he says he can smell that.
Really?
All right, so when I print an image out, I either like to lay it under the heat press for a little bit to let it really dry, or the other ones that I did, I printed them when I got home from work, and they had plenty of time to dry. I'm not going to add the heat back to this, but I'm just going to set it under there for a few minutes. Maji Podgy, not to be confused with Mod Podge. Oh, Mod Podge. Not to be confused with Mod Podge. I have seen people leave comments on people's videos about how they pronounced Mod Podge. I just threw my stuff on the floor over here.
Why you want to do that, man?
Back up.
How's your daughter doing, man?
All of a sudden, I think I slightly resized this before I printed the first time. She's doing well. I just never see her. I haven't seen her since. When did I see her?
Was that Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
And we went a gosh, 15 months without seeing her when she moved from Wisconsin to North Carolina because she didn't have vacation built up in Wisconsin when she started that job, and then she moved and started right away. And then, of course, she didn't have any vacation. And we should have gone out there this last summer. We should have. She is real independent.
Aw, that's good.
It is good. I don't know where she got that from, but yeah, she's real independent.
Oh God.
Uh-oh, we got the sirens going.
I don't know
My
why
son is
wait,
on 14.
anybody is on live.
I'm
There's been
already
a lot of
getting ready.
sirens going on lately. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Mhm.
either coyotes or something. It's barking.
Hello?
Tons and tons of like massive amounts of barking. But it's not just regular, dog barking.
Mm.
I thought it was sirens. Okay, it's calmed down. Maybe they caught a rabbit or something. I don't know. Fighting over who gets it.
For the last couple of lives, yeah, I've been on the
I did not resize it. So the first tumbler I did yesterday, I had a certain size, and I was really having to stretch the paper. So I thought I resized it when I did all those. So Demps, I can do another towel now.
Oh no, it's not the right size. Again.
No. Okay, here we go.
It's okay.
Third time charm.
They can show their friends. They can show their friends, and you can get you some business. Mm-hmm.
But when I looked the other day, this paper is on sale for like $13.99. So how many sheets are in here? 150 sheets for $13.99. So I don't know how much each sheet is because I don't do math in my head very well anymore, but not too bad.
That's not bad at all. Some tissue paper used to be a lot back in the day.
I know. It did. Miss Joy, I'll show you here in just a second. The tumbler presses were expensive, tumblers were expensive, and the paper was expensive. It's become so commonplace and so much
Everybody's selling it.
so much competition that it went down. Let me start this printing, Miss Joy, and then I'll show you what I'm making.
The same thing is kind of going for like DTF film. DTF film used to be very costly. Now it's a lot cheaper. Not a lot cheaper, but it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
What about the ink? Is the DCF ink going down too?
Yeah, actually it is. It is. Some of the printer is depending on like the printer, but some of the more home office printers, they've gone down too.
Mm-hmm.
No other.
Okay. So, Ms. Joy, I'm making some basketball tumblers. And so, did I put paper in there? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, so I'm making basketball tumblers, and basically all I did was I took a design off of Creative Fabrica, and then I personalized it, customized it, and so that's what I'm making. I have Hayden and Peyton And then I did Riley yesterday, and then this one is Bailey.
My son won't let me make this. He's just like,
What'd you say, Dimps?
my son, he won't let me make him. No, he's just like,
Okay.
no, I'm okay.
Dimps, where are you? Lynetta says she's learning who everyone is. And so I'm Marilyn, and down in the pink,
Hey,
that's Patrice, and then there's Dimps right there.
hey, Renetta. Yeah.
She's very sweet.
I'll be right back. I got something on the press.
So did you say earlier you're going to bling those for a tumbler? No, okay. So I was doing sublimation tumblers and then the bling shirt. But I have done bling tumblers. I've only made 2 for myself, and then I made 1 for somebody else. They're a lot of work, Jolanda. That's me, Hayden Peyton Bailey D.
Those tumblers would look nice with hyacinth on them. The basketball tumbler.
I'm sorry, what?
The tumblers would look nice with hyacinth on them.
Oh, I am not blinging out those tumblers. Been there, done that.
Marilyn said,
I don't think you can. People do not want to pay,
no.
nor would I want to pay for as long as it takes me to do them.
Well, we gotta be hopeful. People are willing to pay a lot of money for those Stanley tumblers. It's possible.
Yeah,
Right.
Running
they
around these
are.
days.
Those are crazy expensive.
I don't see the height. I saw the same one at Five Below the other day.
Yeah.
It just didn't have Stanley on it.
Right.
Are
But I could put
the
Stanley on it.
Five
I'm a
Below,
crafter.
are the Five Below ones powder coated or just the smooth paint?
I think it was the powder. They have both.
Okay.
Actually, TJ Maxx too. I saw some in TJ Maxx.
I need to go look at Five Below. Of course, it's
Mm-hmm.
2.5 hours away. So when I go visit my sister, I'll go to
Two
Five.
and a half.
Yeah, it's in Wichita. Yeah. Well, okay, there is one up in Kansas. I mean, there's multiple in Kansas City. That's only an hour and a half away.
But that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my one and only Stanley tumbler was a gift.
As long as I can drink out of it, I'm good. I ain't doing nothing special. I saw a lady on Instagram. She was doing like a little spoof about the Stanley tumblers, and
Mm-hmm.
she had a trash can with like a broom handle in it to show that how people look carrying those tumblers around. It was so funny. It's so funny.
Kristen, it keeps me from spending more money, although I spend plenty of money on Amazon. So, Miss Joy, I like to make sure they're super, super dry. And so the other tumblers that I did, those had been sitting around for, I don't know, an hour or 2. And so I knew they were really dry. So I just put it under the heat press for a little bit of time to make sure it's good and dry. I don't know if you need to do that, but I think when I was watching a Conde system video, I think they did it. So I decided I needed to do it too.
Condi, don't they have they have another name?
Dytrans?
Dietary, that's
Yeah. Yeah, their website is under Dytrans. Right, Jesse.
it had me confused one day, and I was like, it's not the same website.
This is very interesting. So EJ's daughter said 555 at Five Below, and I haven't been to a Five Below in, I don't know, since Patrice like used to do her Five Below hauls, and then I had to go to a Five Below. So It's been a while since I've been to a Five Below. They must be like Dollar Tree, and they're no longer really Five Below.
They have a whole
Marilyn,
Five
can I
and
show my
Beyond
shirt?
section.
Yes.
It's on a white shirt, and I
Yeah,
don't usually do
three
white.
shirts done.
Let's see.
So this is the Londa's design. Can y'all see the grape
See the what?
purple?
The grape,
I
that's
use
great.
Oh, yeah.
grape and champagne AB.
Champagne AB. Yeah, that looks very pretty.
Yeah. It's sparkling on the white.
It looks good. Oh, it looks so good with white.
So I see the next word is strong, so you're probably right.
Yeah, I think the next word is gonna be strong. So the outline is grape, and the inside and she is me is champagne AB. Can y'all see the purple in the champagne AB that plays off the grape? Yeah, that's it.
It looks good. I can't really see specific colors, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
I
It's sparkling. You can see
Icicles.
I think it like when you move it, I can see like a hint of the purple.
Yeah, that's why I chose the
I think it's
champagne
probably the
AB because
light.
it's got purple. Mm-hmm.
It's the light and then the white shirt.
So my
Is
DTF,
washing it out. I'm gonna have to do a video. I should record it in a little video. Let me go put it back on the press.
my
Record
DTF
a video.
printer's over there shaking like crazy or stirring or whatever it does. So if you hear a noise, it'll be done. It lasts for about a minute, I believe.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little recording. I don't know when I might post it next year, maybe.
So I thought about using my icicles for my outline with
Oh,
the.
I love icicles.
I thought that would be pretty, but then I was like, well, Violet Volcano has so many colors in it anyway, and icicles pulls out a lot of colors, so I decided to just go with a solid color. But I think it could have been pretty.
And for those of you who don't know, there is the longest diversity.
Renee, they're gonna have to change her name to Five Above. Oh.
Ooh, that champagne AB got some greens in it, purples. Wow.
What is going on? There we go. How's your project going, Patrice?
Almost done.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I'm gonna start pressing. I'm gonna press the shirt in a second. I got one more transfer tape to put in.
I want to know something funny. I remember last year when my son graduated from preschool and I did those screen printed shirts for the class. Y'all
Yes.
remember that?
Yep.
So I literally just cleaned that screen.
Jennifer said your color choices tonight are on fire.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm trying because it's so many choices. I'm trying to make them look right. Thank you. Y'all just cleaned that screen literally yesterday.
Robin, she is fast. She is. I don't know. I got to come up with a nickname for how fast she is.
Ooh.
You?
Tim
Me?
will be able to come up with a good name for you. He's good at that stuff.
C10? C10, Tim?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. C10.
That was funny. That was so much fun meeting y'all. I really had a good time meeting y'all.
Yes. It's always a good time.
Yep.
That sounds like new transfer tape.
Yeah, I used new transfer tape tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Go you.
No, that's just because I just wasn't prepared. That's you know, if I could find my old transfer tape, I would go find it right now.
Listen, I will use it until the stickiness is gone.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good name for it. $1 and more and $5 and more. Oh my goodness. Donzel. I don't know who can craft the fastest.
Oh
Not
yeah,
me.
I ain't in no race.
Not me.
Overthink it.
I know she can bling the fastest.
Hey, Bonetta. Is it Bonetta or Bonita? I think we asked you that.
It's banana.
But Bonetta, okay. The color on my shirt is the outline is gold sapphire and the inside is blue flame. Yes, Miss Gail, use all the colors. Miss Gail said I need to expand using my stones. I had to have them all. There's no reason to stick to them. That's right.
I don't know how this one looks. We'll see. Marilyn, you taping?
Yeah, I don't know why this last tumbler is giving me such a hard time. Nothing else gave me such a hard time, but I don't think I have the paper quite high enough, and I thought I did. I don't want a white ring around the top.
Miss Lynetta says, "Okay, ladies, are you on at on this? Are you on at this time? It's Thursday. Are you able to tell me what interview on stations? I will catch you guys on accident. Well, it's not by accident that you are here. It's by really good. Is that the right word?
Let me see what you're saying. Okay, Lynette
I'm
said,
glad you're
on
here.
this time, what time? Every Thursday. Are you able to tell me what time? Okay, so I go on almost every Thursday at 6:30 Central. And then most of the time I have somebody that's up here with me and we're just blinging away. Typically tonight I started with some sublimation tumblers. And then Patrice is on 6:30 Central Time on Fridays. And then Dimps has
I
varying
don't.
times,
Yeah,
but
I don't have a set day.
I don't get to catch your little breaks in the car when you're at work and you go out there. I miss so many of those. But she'll do like her lunch breaks at work, which aren't necessarily true lunchtime, but it's called lunch for her.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Angel B, she does videos on Monday nights. Delonda does Tuesday, Wednesday night. Eve does Sunday night. And then a newish thing. Let's see, Laura Tremino, Miss Becky, that's not her YouTube name. And Gail.
Bad luck creation.
Yes, thank you. They go on Thursdays. I think they started around 5 Central tonight. So that's kind of a typical week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Somebody always.
And Eve and Eve comes on Sundays.
Yeah, I think I said that, but then I never said what time, did I? Did I say that?
No, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 Eastern time. It's Sunday night. So Patrice, do you know what you're doing tomorrow night?
I have no idea.
No,
I have nothing planned. Hopefully I won't disappoint.
you never disappoint. You could come on and just look at the chat and talk, and we would love.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what we used to do on Patrice Ann
It's
channel.
really not about the crafting so much as, it's about the crafting. We all love the crafting, and we love seeing the stuff, but it's really about the personalities.
Well, today we have picture day for our clubs, and my kids were so upset with me because for the first time, they didn't get new shirts. There's like 30-something kids in my club, But I had to make shirts for them last week. They expect new shirts every time and I'm like, y'all better pull out a shirt from. Y'all have like 5 shirts from this year. Y'all better go pull out one of those, and we don't have to match. They were like, you don't care if we match for the yearbook picture? I was like, I don't care. I'm not making any shirts.
So in other words, tomorrow night you may be making shirts.
No.
Right. Right, Marilyn.
Today.
Oh, it was today. Okay. We had picture day today too.
Yep, it was today.
Okay, so we're going to see what happens when your
Hey,
paper's a
Nicole.
little bit too long around the bottom. It'll be okay. It's just not my favorite way of doing it. Because this paper, I should have cut it down just a little bit more.
Fold my paper up over the bottom. Delonda said Marilyn or Eve is the fastest crafter. She can do 14 shots.
Yeah,
Is she right?
The fastest crafter.
Oh my God. That quick.
Although when we did our laser one, I was pumping out a lot of things on the laser one. Our laser live.
Marilyn, my husband watched your F1 laser video. The one where you did the tumbler. No, the one where you did the pencils.
Oh, okay. So that was the F1.
Yeah, he watched that one. And he was inquiring about that machine. So I'm like, I don't know.
It is a fast little machine.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a lady on a fiber laser, which when you use the infrared, it kind of acts like a fiber laser. And it's like, I don't need more lasers, but that fiber laser looks pretty cool.
Lynetta says, Patrice, I have questions tomorrow, so I will be looking for you.
Questions?
What are your questions?
But now, unfortunately, I might not see the chat. I'm probably like the worst person for the chat.
Lynetta will help you out. Sometimes I have to pay Patrice to actually read my comments, but you know I'm right. I swear it is hilarious because I'll hear Patrice, Marilyn, are we going on? Are we going on whatever?
And I can't never see.
And she never sees the answer. So a little bit later, Marilyn, are we going to go on
the
Saturday, whatever?
The chat is so fast.
I'll say, yes, I would love to. And a little bit later, she's like, Marilyn, hey,
Did
do you
answer?
want to go on Sunday? So then I finally give her a super sticker so that she'll read my message. My message.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's what she does.
Uh-huh. And I have to give her a hard time about it too.
Kevin does the same thing.
Where is Kevin? Kevin, are you in here? And Chris, are you watching on your TV? Not chatting.
Chris got a 90-inch TV now.
Does she really?
No.
I'm all done.
You are?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
I'm not changing the camera today.
Let me get this. Oh,
so
I'll be crying.
No, she's not.
Yes, she will be.
So this design is from Crafting with Delonda's Etsy shop or her website. And the first word was loved, and the second word is chosen. And I used Orm Dorado, rose, and magenta together. So the top is rose, and the bottom is magenta.
That is lovely.
But it's so nice.
That
and
magenta.
We have our Bible verse in there.
And you said you couldn't do a great color combo because it was SS10s.
It's true. It's true, Marilyn. It's true. Yolanda should have made this an SS6, but clearly she's in her SS10 era.
Yes,
but I think
SS10 era.
It came out good. If you are interested, check out Crafting with Yolanda. I love how it came out. I would do my other camera, but I don't even have it set up.
It looks gorgeous right there. So, Sheila, will you put Crafting with Yolanda's stuff in the chat, please? And then Yolanda asked, what did you say the outline was?
Orm Dorado. So on this black, and it would look nice on a pink shirt. Like this would look really good. I might have to redo it on a pink shirt because I think it would look really good on a pink shirt with the rose and the magenta. But it looks so good.
I do too. Like a bright pink shirt.
So the design actually is 4 different parts, but I cut it out in 3 layers. So if you want to do the Bible verse in a different color, you can. But I actually just cut out Chosen and the Bible verse together.
Oh, I like it where the verse.
Yeah. But if you don't, if you're new and you want to do, you want to do this, the easier version is she has it where it doesn't have to be ombre. So this is ombre where it's like a 2-tone color, but you can do it with just one fill color. It doesn't have to be like this. But thank you, Marilyn. Put me down off of the big screen.
All righty. Just give me a minute. I will. I'm trying to get there. I'm just looking at the
Take your time.
Look at this comment. So Lynetta says, when would you prefer SS6 over SS10? If you're talking to Patrice
all the time,
she would always, and then
every single time,
I would pretty much always prefer SS10 over SS6. Although that spring template was really pretty with SS6s.
It was gorgeous.
Same here, SS10 over SS6. We have some SS6 stones. But SS10 is what I started with.
Sunday, Michelle, she says she's going to put it out Sunday. Let's see. And then here's the colors that she just said. Okay, Lolita says hot peppers, jalapeno peppers from Churches. Okay. So I think earlier we were talking about, somebody said something about the peppers. Thank you.
Lolita must be behind in the chat. She may be behind in the live.
All right. Well, I'm going to press this last tumbler, but we don't have to stay on for it. They saw me do 2 tumblers earlier if they were here.
Why go ahead and do the other one? You might as well.
It'll only take a couple minutes because it's just 50 seconds, rotate 50 seconds. Hey, Victoria's Creations, how are you? So let's see, it's up to 3:40. Let me go ahead and show my shirt then while we're kind of waiting. And then Dems will take a while because she did 3 shirts.
Did 3 shirts, didn't you? So
amazing.
That's because I had everything planned out.
This is Dems's design. It is linked in the video description. Stay focused. The outside, the outline is crystal. And then the inside is violet volcano. So I love how it turned out. I love this design.
The crystal looks really good with that.
It does. Good. All right, Dems. You want to show yours? Oh, and then the shirt that I have on. Shut up. The shirt that I have on has the aqua chrome, green chrome, and then Arm Dorado AB.
Okay. Gotta come get my other shirt. So the first shirt I made is Marilyn's design, Cozy Season.
Love those colors.
Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it's sparkling.
And the outline is Labrador. The top is aqua chrome, and the bottom is Jet AB. Jet AB. Okay.
I might need some of that Jet AB.
It looks so
Yeah,
good.
it's really pretty. And my second shirt is on a red shirt.
Mm.
Super
And whew,
pretty.
this is my design, Stay Focused. And it is, the outline is crystal golden. And the inside is candy apple,
What'd you say the outline is?
crystal
It's so
golden.
golden.
Okay, pretty.
And then the inside was candy apple.
All of
And
a
then the
sudden, the
last,
outline was making me think of a metalite.
yeah, it kind of does remind me of an Orange Dorado. And then this, which is being washed out because it's on a white shirt, but nevertheless, it's still gorgeous. This is the Londa She Is design, crafted with the Londa. And it is great for the outline and for the inside of She Is and She Is Me is Champagne AB.
Beautiful.
Can you talk about the shirt that you have on? Because that shirt that you have on, girl, it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And this one is the outline is gold sapphire, which is a metalite. It's got a gold rim around it. The inside is sapphire blue, and the inside is blue flame. SS10. Alright, so yeah, okay.
Love that blue flame.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
It doesn't look that pretty in the container. Looks so much more pretty on the shirt.
On the shirt, yeah.
Mm.
Gotta put it on the shirt.
All right. And then, Maurice,
Mhm.
I know you just showed yours, but show us one more time because I'm trying to buy time because I'm doing this tumbler.
Of course, Marilyn. I'm waiting for my shirt. Just put me on the next screen. All right, so y'all, this beautiful design is courtesy of Delonda, and it's a super meaningful design. And as y'all saw Dempsey earlier, that shirt kind of goes with this. Delonda has series. She doesn't just come out with one design. She has series that she comes out with. And so you want to check this out on her website. The colors I used. Orm Dorado for the outline. Orm Dorado is a gold color. The top of the word chosen, I used rose, and the bottom, I used magenta. But it looks really good. The Orm Dorado really helps to set those colors off.
The golds and pinks look pretty together.
Yes. And on a black shirt, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
That just looks really good. But I think it would still look good on like a light pink shirt. I think it would look really good on a light pink shirt, or mid to like a middle range. But thanks, Marilyn.
I do too.
And I'm so glad I did this because I was just gonna do all the work that I had to do, but I needed this mental break because I've been kind of on go for the past few days, and so I needed to bling something out. So thanks, Marilyn and Dempsey Boo, for encouraging me.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Marilyn.
tonight, while you were doing your work, did you get your work done?
I got some of it done. So
And is there any of that work you want to show us?
no.
I know you were trying to take a long time when you were talking about your shirt because you're just trying to help me. So okay,
Yes.
I'm almost done. Almost done.
No
I
rush,
typically would
Marilyn.
wait just a tiny bit longer.
Take your time. Stop rushing, Marilyn. Relax.
Marilyn, you know we don't be here
Enjoy the
until
moment.
the wheels
Okay?
fall off.
Enjoy the moment, Marilyn, and relax.
Yeah.
So for anyone that hasn't done sublimation tumblers, sublimation occurs at a high temperature, and so if you let your thing cool off for a little bit, you don't have to let it cool off real long, but you risk having ghosting or blurring since you're not moving the paper around for a while. But it turned out great. And actually, I was saying I'll show you what happens when your paper's too long. Not too long, just longer. And let me... Okay, so it's kind of dull under here. This is not a flaw. That's in the design. But see, this wraps around just a little bit more. And it came out really nice. Sometimes when it wraps around, if you don't have it really smushed down tight and you get all those wrinkles out, you can see white gaps. But this one turned out nice. And
that looks good.
There's the top. And then there's Bailey. Let me show it in the front camera because the color is so much better than what it looks like in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks good.
Yep. So I'm done with the rest of my tumblers.
Well, you did a good job, Marilyn.
Yeah. Oh, all righty.
I'm pressing one more shirt.
You are?
You have one more
shirt?
She's quick.
Amazing.
She is so fast.
She is. Okay, Brandy must be leaving. Great job. Fun to watch you ladies.
Good night, Brandy.
We'll be joining again soon. Thanks, Brandy.
Thank you. Oh, hold on.
Thank you. Oh, Michelle just finished your Stay Focused design. It is everything. Thank you so much, she says.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. She was fast.
Olive as outlined with rose and magenta. Yeah, that'd be cute too. Or, oh, pink and brown together is pretty. That would be pretty, Delonda.
Okay. Get in the line. You're not going to wait on me. I'll post it.
How many layers do you have?
I just pressed one, the outline. But because I use this old transfer tape, my stones are not behaving.
Oh, is it Stay Focused? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm doing another Black History period shirt.
And so we can wait. It's no big deal. I just didn't want to be the one holding you guys up. So
I don't want to be the one.
How many layers is it total?
4, but I've already brushed in 3 layers. But this layer that I'm doing now is
yeah. Let's do it. No, Patrice is here, Donzel. She's here.
Oh, sorry, guys.
What happened? She's going, I don't know.
So does anybody have big plans for the weekend? Patricia, you have any big plans? Any classes this weekend?
No. So this weekend, I have to have all the bling boxes out by Monday, Tuesday. So I'm just going to make sure. And I have to actually see all of the boxes and touch all the boxes.
Yeah.
So, and Terrell is responsible for putting together a certain set of the boxes. So I'm already a little bit
nervous?
Yeah.
Anxious?
I can't be in control of everything, but
correct.
He promised that I'm not gonna be disappointed, but I don't know.
Well, good. So you can. I don't blame you to open them and look at them. Your quality control. Hey, M&T. So,
okay.
Mr. M has been progressing. He had some strokes. He had had 1 or 2 surgeries. Was walking with a walker, then a cane. But he was on a live with Mrs. T the other night, and you can see he's still funny, Mr. T. He just lacks energy. Okay. And so anyone that's not subscribed to them, check him out. He's off work for a while. They could use they're not asking for anything. Just, watch their videos. They're a great couple. All right, Dims, did you say you're done?
Yep, you're done.
All right.
Gotta do too much surgery because I used the old piece of transfer tape. No, I'm not showing.
Oh, so the shirt's not done, but you're done. Gotcha.
Well, you gotta brush it in again.
The stone. Well, no, I'm not gonna brush it in again, but I need to. Some of the stones fell off, so I got to put them back on because I used the old transfer tape. So
Oh,
Okay.
it's
Enough.
okay.
Enough said.
yes, enough said. Let's
Enough.
get down
You know
now.
we understand.
Yes.
All right. Well,
About to go eat.
ladies, thank you so much for coming on.
This
It
was
was a good
fun. Thank
time.
you for having me.
Nice and relaxing. Dims, I love your design. Patrice,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
do yours this weekend. I can't wait.
Oh, when are you coming on
I
this
need to do
weekend,
Patrice's once I receive the email. I need to do Patrice's. That's
When you
the
coming on, Marilyn? So
I
I
don't
could do
know
a video.
yet. Yeah, I don't know yet. Probably
You coming
Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday?
Maybe Sunday before Eve's. I don't
Okay.
know. I haven't decided yet. Because Saturday, I might be doing videos and all that good stuff. And so if I get on a roll, I don't want to like stop. So I would say probably Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday mid.
I'll make sure that I'm in front of a phone or computer,
Me too. I'll be in front of my work computer
and I'll be in front of it with my
and my
rollers
phone.
on,
With your what on? Oh,
my
with your
rollers
rollers
and
on?
my curlers and my face mask.
The face mask, your curlers, and whatever else I said. I didn't say a robe. She had a robe on, her curlers in, her face mask on. She was just trying to get that face mask off and put her makeup back on. I protected you guys from seeing this. Oh,
Thank y'all for being here
y'all
tonight.
know I'm kidding. Thanks, Dee. It was fun. You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Everyone here is so positive, so kind, and that is truly, truly appreciated because that doesn't happen everywhere. And so we have a great, all of us have a great community, and I appreciate you guys. And Dems and Patrice, thank you.
Thank
And
you, Marilyn. Thank
Dems,
you
what
for
do you
having me.
usually say? Well, you're welcome. What do you usually say when you're doing a statue pose or something when it's getting ready
I
to
do
end?
my statue pose and I say, have an amazing day on purpose and pray before you lay.
Pray before you lay. Are you going to do a template that says that? You should.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, Patrice?
So you know we're getting ready to cut this off. All right,
I
let's do
know.
our statue